Right, kicking off the Joshua Dubois Undercard watch-along. Myself and Jay's fight. Talk Cacace and Warrington in the ring. Big fight, Jay.
Excited for this one. I'm super excited. Anybody that's been watching the card from the off, as myself and Sam have, it's been a little bit of a, I wouldn't say disappointment. It's been a strange start to the card. Let's put it that way. It's a couple of the fights. Chamberlain lost. I did say that I didn't say he'd lose, but I did say it'd be tougher than expected.
Yeah, I got that badly wrong.
Ishmael Davis, looked like. Sorry to cut you, mate. What were you saying about Chamberlain?
I was saying I got it badly wrong. I thought he'd run through Padley, but yeah, it's just too little, too late, wasn't it? In the end.
You know what? Yeah. Do you know what I'd like? Just going back to Chamberlain, I'd love Turkey to now jump on Padley's bandwagon and give him a few quid, because he's beat his favourite fighter. Do you know what I mean? Maybe make a rematch in Saudi on a massive card and it change his life sort of thing. I'd love that.
That would be good, yeah. To be fair, the Chamberlain, they'll have to do the rematch. There's nowhere else for him to...
I'm hoping it's for a big money on a big card. Ishmael Davis, for me, looked like he wasn't prepared. And I don't mean that like he's been lazy. I just think it came too quick for him. It looked like he was reserving. Once he knew he had not long left, like the last round, and put it on Josh Kelly. If that had been an old style 15-round fight, he'd have stopped Josh Kelly in a couple of rounds.
Yeah, he was coming on, wasn't he? He had a bad cut as well, Kelly.
He had a bad cut and he didn't like the blood. He said you saw him mouth afterwards, the cut. It put him off, I think. Because he were looking at the clock from about round 7. I wasn't impressed with either of them. Ishmael Davis did the best he could on very little preparation. Josh Kelly flat as to deceive. He's not going to win. He might win a version, but he's not world class. I'm sorry. He looks it on the pads, but putting it all together, he just can't seem to do it when he needs to. If he were as good as they say he is, he should have easily beat Davis. I know it should have been wider than the scorecards, but Davis was in that fight. He proved it by nearly, by sticking it on him in the last round.
Yeah, definitely. Underway anyway in Cacace Warrington.
Ready to rock and roll.
Let's see, Anto with the centre of the ring early.
I'm a little bit behind you then. Let me just try something, because I'm just having a meeting in middle.
Well, 2 minutes 26 on my clock in the first round.
My Sky's been funny all week, though, to be fair. I couldn't get football on for the night. Just about to sneeze as well. Excuse me.
Now, Josh Warrington has the centre of the ring now. Cacace started earlier, exchanging early doors in the middle.
I keep saying Josh Taylor. Josh Warrington certainly don't look overawed by the occasion, but why would he?
If anything, he's seen the occasion. He's fought at Ellen Road, hasn't he? And he's fought at Heading. Good right by Cacace.
I don't believe
Cacace hasn't really seen.
I don't believe there's 10,000 people travel down from Leeds. Well, if they are, they're not in there.
No. I tell you what, there's about the only person watching in the front row is Eddie Hearn, Tyson Fury, and Turkey. So no one else. Yeah, Warrington was Cacace there.
Yeah, Tyson Fury's son, about 4 rows back, has not took his eyes off him.
Yeah, John Fury's there, Tommy Fury's there. They're all at the back.
Yeah.
The shot. So the Furies are in for early action, but not many other people are.
No, it's empty front row, isn't it? Let's see if Conor and Dana turn up.
Yeah, well, it says Conor McGregor +1. So good uppercut by Cacace. He's caught Warrington there. Yeah, we'll score the fights as they're going through.
Warrington, as he normally does, tucking up tight, taking what they've got, and then trying to blitz after.
Let's see how Warrington's chin looks up at Super Feather.
Anto, he's pulling out with his chin up, and Warrington nearly caught him with a left up there. I don't like that at all. Let me set up my points.
Just hope as well. There's a thing for Cacace. Everyone's telling him he's going to beat Warrington all week. You hope he hasn't listened to that. Got drunk on his own hype.
No, I can't see it. Can you?
I don't think so, but you sometimes just don't know.
No. It's fairly even for me at the minute.
Yeah, there's not much to separate him. I've got 10 seconds coming up on the clock at the end of the first round.
I'm 30 seconds behind for some reason.
Or what? Yeah, good exchange at the end of the first round. I think Warrington can be pleased enough with the action that happened in the first round.
I'd give Warrington the I'm edging
Yeah, I
towards
don't think you think he'll be pleased with that. Definitely.
Let me get my scorecard. 1 second, buddy.
Not too much happening in that first round, but I think Warrington can be pleased with it.
Yeah, I think he'd be more pleased of the two. I think Anto's still sort of finding his feet. 12-round fight, so let's see.
I see Haney and Eddie Hearn are going back and forth at each other about tickets.
Eddie Hearn needs to grow up. I'm sick of hearing.
No, well, he wouldn't give Haney tickets to the fight, and Eddie said, "You asked me at 6 a.m. this morning. I'll look after my fighters first. Ask someone else and drop the arrogance."
I mean, okay. I mean,
he is right. He's not a matchroom fighter, so.
And you can't be asking for tickets the day of at 6 a.m. You should have asked for them, or his people asked for them a couple of weeks ago at the latest. It's the biggest show in town. There's no tickets available.
Yeah, you look at the stars on the front row in the next few fights when it starts filling up.
Yeah, it's
crazy that Josh Warrington and Cacace's on at 6 o'clock. Anyway, good exchanges by Warrington again.
Yeah, I'm gutted it's on at 6. This would have been an 8-9 o'clock fight. It'd have been a lot better. It'd have been rammed there. Instead, it's flipping half empty.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I need to get this synced up to you because...
Oh, Josh Warrington starting fast again, similar to what he did against Lee Wood last time out. But, will he lose concentration again like he did against Wood?
I hope not.
That's the question, because I don't know if Cacace has the power that Lee Wood does, but he's a big guy. He's a massive super featherweight. Cacace, look at the size of him in the ring compared to Warrington.
Yeah, he's definitely considerably bigger. I know it's Josh's first time up at the weight, but he's got a couple of weight divisions above for me.
Yeah, I think Josh looks good though at super feather, and you'd imagine that he'll be able to take a shot more as well. You would think. Oh, great counter right by Josh Warrington. He's
in this fight.
He started the better of the two for me so far, Warrington.
He's winning.
Some really good body shots on the inside too, ripping Cacace's body.
Liam will be happy so far, won't he?
Yeah.
But let's be honest. If they'd have made this fight 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Warrington would have been a heavy favourite. Yeah, it's just
all picked Warrington.
It's all recency bias. Yeah. It's all recency bias.
Like he's struggling with Josh Warrington's timing.
Yeah. People need to remember as well how good Warrington is on the inside. He is a good inside fighter, Josh.
And I know he looks like he comes forward in straight lines, but he doesn't throw on the centre.
Yeah.
He's really... You can't catch him.
He's really putting a lot of effort in. His engine's great, though. We know Warrington, he had a good engine at 126, but with the extra 4 pounds, he should have an even better engine, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he needs a better barber for me.
Yeah, well,
there's no blend there, is there?
He's got a disconnect. Again, look at those body shots on the inside, though.
Really good work.
Yeah, that's a good Warrington round again for me. I got 2018 to Josh Warrington through 2.
Yeah, I need to reevaluate my pick, I think, because...
do you know what I said, though, didn't I, earlier, that I feel like this could go the same pattern as the Lee Wood fight. But it just takes, if Anto just catches him clean, then, he has the power advantage, ultimately.
Definitely has the power advantage. But, everyone says Warrington's feather-fisted. He hurt Carl Frampton, who's up until the tail end of his career barely got hurt.
Yeah, he only got stopped in his last fight by, what do you call him?
Herring.
Herring. Yeah, Jamal Herring.
And he sort of went off his game plan then, didn't he? He got caught and then...
Yeah, he was fighting way too high a weight, wasn't he? He wasn't at no super featherweight.
No,
round 3 underway then.
Featherweight, Carl Frampton for me.
Uh-huh.
Something wrong with my Sky. I swear to God, it's delayed.
Cacace's coming forward a little bit more.
What's your clock? What's your time?
2:29.
See, I'm way behind and it's through my Sky Q box. Why it pause or something?
Oh, Warrington got stung a little bit there with the right hand over the top by Cacace. Cacace looks a little bit more determined to have a pop at Warrington in this third round.
He does, but I don't like him pulling away with his chin straight up. He's wide open. Luckily, Warrington's a lot shorter than him in terms of reach. So that's why he probably feels brave enough to be able to do that. But anybody with long range that comes straight back at him, he's getting clipped on his way out.
Oh, they're exchanging on the inside. Did you see that?
Not yet. I will in about 5 seconds.
Jeez, they're letting him go here.
Josh Warrington looks really uncomfortable backed off. I mean, it's a great fight so far. And it hasn't even really sparked yet, has it?
No, not just yet. But Warrington's got the right game plan. He's really working it on the inside. But I don't think Cacace will be worried or anything just yet. You know, it's still early enough in the fight.
Yeah, as we said, the power you would say lies with Cacace. If he's taken a fair few of Josh's now. Josh hasn't really been it clean as such from Cacace yet. I'd be interested to see how he takes a flush shot.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the factor, isn't it? If he can take what Cacace's got, these body attacks from Warrington on the inside, they're scoring shots every time.
Yeah.
Again, like I don't know if Cacace likes those body shots. Just having a look at his reaction, and we talked about he looked a little bit gaunt on the scales yesterday. So.
He's very gaunt in the face still and pale.
Well, some good shots by Cacace at the end of the third. I'm gonna give as well. It's coming to the end of the third round now. But I'm gonna give Cacace that round. I think it's a better third round for him. There wasn't too much in it, but I think it was a better round for Cacace. I've got it 29-28 to Warrington through 3.
I'm just adding up now. Not adding up, but I make little notes throughout the round. Yeah. 29-28, Warrington for me. Cacace has done a lot better in the third, but he's still, I don't want to say off, but he just don't look like he's found his rhythm and he doesn't seem
And again, he's never boxed at a big stadium. He fought on the big Saudi card, fair enough, but that wasn't. I know there's not 90,000 people there now, but you're still fighting in a big outdoor arena that's fever pitch atmosphere, pretty much. Even with probably only about 30,000-40,000 in there now, but
it's open air. It's cold as well. It's freezing cold there tonight.
I say 30,000-40,000. Judging by this picture, I can see now it's probably about 10,000 in there. There's barely anyone there.
First put it on, there were about 500 people in there, no joke.
Yeah, for the Chamberlain-Padley fight, there was next to no one there. But yeah, fourth round underway. 2-1 to Warrington, I think, on both of our individual cards so far.
Yeah, I've got Warrington ahead by a point. He's doing good. He's doing very well, and I don't mean that tonight. I didn't expect that. The look was good, to be fair.
Yeah, Anto's starting to throw a bit more now, Cacace. But Warrington will like that, I think, mate. I think Warrington's kind of happy.
He'll find the gaps if He'll find those gaps.
Oh. Yeah, Cacace like that. I think he feels like he buzzed Josh there, pushing him back now.
Yeah.
Josh took it well, but I feel like Cacace thought he definitely stung him a bit there.
If you notice, when Cacace's throwing his right now, he's putting his heel down. He's putting a little bit more on it. I think it feels as though he's hurt him, as you said. He's sort of standing.
He definitely caught him at the top of the temple. It looked like.
What a shot! That's 3 unanswered right hooks now. I am a little bit behind you, mate. So you'll be thinking, what's he talking about? This is turning into an absolute barnstormer now.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a battle of attrition for sure. I think Cacace's definitely gaining more of a foothold in the fight as it goes on.
He is, yeah, but
Josh should be happy. I think, that was just that one shot really that got a bit of a reaction from him, but nothing, he's fine. His legs are under him. He's okay.
Yeah. Turkey's getting on my tits already. I wish he'd watch the fights. Or was he just going to watch the main event? He won't shut up.
To be fair, it's a good uppercut by Anto's corner like that as well. Josh's chin's holding up though.
Yeah, he hasn't took a backward step yet, has he? I saw him sort of retreat at one stage, but I think he was just finding his range again. I don't think he was hurt.
Josh is happy to exchange with the power puncher, which, I know he fights like that and that's his tactics, but
yeah, he's always been calm in the pocket, but he's stupid really. Because as you get older, your reactions slow down.
And I think the issue is as well for Warrington that's what happened against Wood, and probably what happened against Mauricio Lara as well. But that's the only way he knows as well. So it's the way he fights.
Style, can he, at this late? Oh, what an exchange!
Yeah, there's some great action here. There really is.
As we thought and expected.
Yeah, definitely. We knew it would be a fun fight. This Warrington and Cacace, most definitely.
This could have headlined the show
easily.
I mean,
could you imagine Manchester Arena Leeds versus Belfast again, like Frampton?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Well, that's I know Carl Frampton was a adored national hero, but Cacace's got a good following himself, and he's a world champion.
And I think he does get a bit of it off the back of Carl, because everybody knows Carl's his friend and really supports him. So I think he gets a bit off the back of that.
Just as a side note, I've got it 2-2 through 4.
Yeah, same. I've just looked and added mine's 2-2. It's a draw. It's got draw written all over it. I hope not, because I haven't backed it. So
yeah, well, you just don't know who's going to pull away here. Like I couldn't categorically tell you who I think is going to take a foothold here.
I know this sounds daft, but the fight it hasn't caught fire yet. It's not really started.
And it's still been fun. It hasn't caught fire, but it's still been fun.
Yeah, they've not really opened up yet. They're still weary of each other's power. It is early. We're only in round 5, so the power bars are still fairly high.
Yeah.
I am intrigued to see what Cacace's like down the stretch now after what you guys noticed yesterday, just to see whether he is sort of struggling at all at the weight still.
Yeah, 100%. Turkey's taking some pictures in the front row. Good shot by Cacace's corner like that. What Warrington's taking them though. Yeah. Josh Warrington seems to be taking them well, but after a really positive start on my card, Cacace's really coming on stronger now. But Josh is still there.
Yeah, and they're laughing and joking with each other, so they're both still really comfortable. Is that Conor McGregor just turned up? No.
I'd say he'll only be there for the main event, I would say.
I just saw everybody stand up and start shaking hands.
Oh,
it's picture time. Oh,
I'd
yeah,
say
I am behind. You've seen.
I'd say then when Liam Gallagher plays is when it'll be full. It won't even be full for Denny and Shiraz in the chief support. Inside a minute left of the 5th round now. It's very close, this fight well, as we approach the end of the 5th, it's incredibly close. Much closer than people gave Josh Warrington credit for, including myself, probably.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I didn't think it'd be anything like this.
So £4 looking like they may have done him a favour so far, but again, he looked great against Lee Wood in his last fight at 126 until he didn't. So
yeah, it went quick. It went downhill really quick for him that night. 5-punch combination.
Oh God, he was wide open there. Anto missed with a shot, but Josh throws some of his hooks so wide, doesn't he?
Yeah, puts a lot on him.
And he's just he's winging the shots a little bit.
God, imagine this in a packed arena.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame. It's probably a third of its capacity at the minute. I've scored that one to Cacace again. I've got it 3-2 Cacace from 2-0 Warrington.
He's made a great back.
Giving him the last 3, but again, a lot of these rounds are close.
What if I got it?
There's big Fraser Clark with Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to his fight in a few weeks.
48-47 to Anthony Cacace for me. But I think it's quite easy to see it the same direction for Josh as well.
Yeah, it's subjective, isn't it? I mean, look at the Ishmael Davis Josh Kelly fight. One of the judges gave that 114. I mean,
those cards in the Kelly-ish fight were way off.
Really, yeah, they were bad. I had it something like 116, 112, or maybe wider than that.
I thought it was comfortable for Ish. I can't believe we're in these. Is it round 6 already?
6.
Nearly halfway through. Cacace Warrington has flown by.
It's been a fast pace as well, though. Not as fast as I have seen Josh Warrington go out before, but it's definitely fast. Yeah, Josh is definitely. Oh, that was a good left hook by Cacace. Richie Woodall's got it 49-46 to Cacace. I don't get that. He's given round 2 to Warrington. That's it.
That could good right hand by Josh. That could be TNT bias. He's a Queensbury fighter, isn't he? I think Cacace's up by 1 round, but I think Josh is competitive.
Very, and as you say, it could be 1 round the other way. It's very subjective.
Not seen anything to suggest that Cacace's got this. As he lands flush on Josh Warrington, this huge power advantage. Josh is sitting down in his shots, and
Josh has took everything. But as I said, he's not really been it clean and not expected it. And he's answering everything back. It'd be gutting for Josh Warrington if he wins this to not get the IBF.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, aside from that, if he does win it, he's got his career back on track. And that's a lot more important than the IBF being only won 1 of his last 5 fights. That's definitely going to be playing on his mind. But again, similar to the Wood fight, he's in the fight through as we approach the end of the halfway stage. Yeah, Warrington's, if the fight's on the inside, it favours Josh Warrington. If it's going to be longer, the reach of Cacace, the longer levers of Cacace are going to play a factor. That's the storyline of the fight. So can Josh get on the inside? If he can, then it's gonna go well for him. If he can't, then he can probably forget about it.
Yeah. I wonder how Liam's getting on. Sat there in the arena. He seemed to have a very good view, didn't he?
Got a great seat.
Really good seats.
So yeah, halfway through the fight, we've got four with us at the moment. Thanks to the four watching live at the moment. Let us know your scorecards. For me, I've got it 4-2 to Anthony Cacace at the halfway point of the fight, but Josh Warrington is in the fight. A lot of rounds are potential swing rounds as well. Anto with a good right hand at the end of the 6th. He lets Josh know that he got him with that one. I've got it 4-2 to Anthony Cacace.
Let me have a look. 1-2. Yeah, same here, mate. I give Warrington rounds 1 and 2, and then I've had Anto edging every round since.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult fight to score, though. I thought that Ishmael Davis versus Josh Kelly was quite an easy fight to score, and the judges had the cards incredibly close, and this is a lot closer a fight than what that was. So,
yeah, I agree, mate. It's
yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 3-3 cards online. There's 4-2s either way. So, yeah, this one's in the balance.
It's anybody's fight in the minute.
As the dark draws out onto Wembley Stadium. But yeah, I think the Warrington camp will be the happier of the two camps at the minute, even though if Cacace may be winning the fight. I think Josh is...
Jack at Absolute Boxing sat pretty close to Liam, to be fair. I don't think they've realised, but judging on the picture,
yeah,
sat to Liam's left. Good view. This will be a tough watch from way back with no fans there, because you don't get the noise that you'd get with the shot. You know, it adds to it.
Yeah, the stadium won't be anywhere near full till Liam Gallagher comes on before the main event, I would say. So the viewers' verdict on Sky, I've got it 58-57 to Cacace. So one point. They've got a 10-10 round in there in the 6th.
Are you watching on Sky? Let me try Sky.
I hate 10-10 rounds.
You're not, yeah, not for me. It's 10-point must, so he's 10-9 or 10-8. I don't know what's going on. I've got Glory Kickboxing on.
I think Josh is wearing the effects a little bit in this 7th round or in the second half of the fight now. I don't know if he's lost a little bit of snap, but he looks a little bit more ragged. You know, he's kind of like falling over a little bit more himself, if you get what I mean. You know, just signs of...
Has round 7 kicked off for you?
Yeah. 1.5 minutes left in round number 7.
It's crazy. I'm on Sky Box Office, and I am just watching them stand up off the stool. There's something wrong with my Sky Q, I'm telling you. Times like this, I wish I had a Fire Stick. I don't really. That's illegal and should never be done. Right. I've caught you up now.
Oh, good shot by Josh. He just doesn't have the power, I don't think, to hurt Cacace.
Yeah. Cacace's not took a backward step. He don't look worried about anything that's coming.
Yeah, he's not fussed by any of the shots Warrington's landed with. And it's funny because Warrington puts his all into the punches too. But they just don't...
Warrington knockout now, we've both just said that.
Yeah, watching one punch lay out Cacace now.
Cacace just caught him with a good right uppercut there. And a left hook. But yeah, as you said, Josh definitely puts everything he has into them hooks. Certainly the right hook and the overhand right.
But that's where he throws them from so far back that he leaves himself open.
He's there to be clipped, isn't he?
See, he's doing it again as we close out the 7th. You know, on the inside, if Anthony Cacace can just throw a straight punch down the middle, it could be there on Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a bit of a chat at the end of the 7th round there.
Warrington round for me, brother. I don't know about you.
Yeah, here's Nick Ball on Sky Sports. I actually scored that one to Cacace.
Did you? I've gone other way, mate. I gave it to Warrington.
Yeah, I've got it 5-2 to Anthony Cacace.
Oh, it's there. One sec, mate.
WBA featherweight champion Nick Ball getting some airtime here. Obviously, he's the division below these guys, but Warrington, 2-time IBF champ at featherweight.
Tell you what, though, I won't be worried for Nick Ball going up to super.
He's just so small in frame, isn't he?
He is, but he carries. He's got the equaliser in power, and he's got a deceptively long reach. Believe it or not.
He's a tough man as well. He's got a good chin.
Yeah, and he should be 2 times world champion, shouldn't he?
Should be unified champion if you want to look at it like that. WBC and WBA, but he is WBA champion. Round 8's underway of 12. Could we kick off the card with 3 decisions? I did say to everyone when I predicted loads of knockouts that it would be a decision fest, so you can blame me for that if this one does go to 12. Yeah, I mean, we've got best part of 5 rounds to go here. Just don't know.
What's your clock on now, mate?
2:22 in the 8th.
30 seconds behind, still again. Can't figure this out, man.
Shot by Josh Warrington.
Such an even fight. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's not a lot in it at all. There really isn't. It depends what the judges like, and it's probably similar to, the other fights as well.
It'll go a draw. If it carries on like this, they'll give it a draw. I'm telling you now, if it carries on being as close as it is, where it's sort of, unless they're seeing it with a TNT bias like Richie Woodall and giving it 13 rounds to 0 at the end.
Yeah, TNT had Cacace 4-0 up through 2. Well, the pace has slowed a little bit, though. Coming up a minute left in the 8th round, the pace has slowed a little bit. And, Josh needs pace if he's going to win the fight. If he fights at this pace, Anthony Cacace's going to be comfortable. He needs to be rough, throw on the inside, probably risk putting himself in a bit of danger.
He's just got a warning for heads, hasn't he? Which is, I'm surprised he's not used it before now. That's Warrington. Loves his head and elbows, doesn't he? And I'm not saying cheating. He just loves to use them in any way as he can.
It's amazing how Josh loads up so much, but he just doesn't have the power to do so. So what happened there? That slipped on the ring.
I'll tell you in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think the selection of the fights has been good from Matchroom Gold Star and Queensbury and Riyadh season.
Don't forget boxing.
There's more drama to come than what's happened in these 3 fights so far, without question.
Yeah, they're saving it for end, I think.
Yeah, Willie Hutchison and Joshua Buatsi, I think, will deliver us some drama next up. And can Tyler Denny pull off a huge upset against Shiraz?
Somebody's got to, because at the minute it's a bit anticlimactic.
Ariel Hawani interviewing Willie Hutchison.
Oh God! I hope somebody stood by with the dump button if them two are having a chat. Who do you give round 8 to? Cacace.
Find it difficult to not give Cacace the round. I think our big up Manky Crazy was on the watch along for Munguia last night. We had a good interaction, so thanks for joining us. I don't know how Chamberlain lost. He got dropped, and to be honest with you, and he got a point off in the next round after that as well. And Josh Padley,
Conor Ben's backstage looking for his integrity.
Chamberlain had an off night, and Padley just performed well at his the biggest moment of his career. So fair play to Josh Padley. He's meant to be in work on Monday. He's an electrician. Now he's changed his life. So I love the story.
Love it. I think so he's from sort of my area.
Yeah, I'll credit to him, man. I've got it 5-3 to Anthony Cacace through 8 rounds.
I've got it 4-all.
So yeah, close enough.
I've got Nick Ball.
Sat in the front
and
row.
I didn't back it. I'm fuming. Can't back any draws tonight except the main event.
Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury looking very snuggly tonight. I've noticed them a few times.
Well, he's there trying to negotiate his next fight if he gets a win.
Yeah, good body shot by Cacace. Nice, just ripped the left hook to the body, slipped Warrington's shot, bang, left hook to the body.
Great shot. It was a great shot, that. Oh, get out of the way, Howard.
Yeah, he just stayed there a little bit too long. There's some better action here. You know, it's gone a bit stagnant for the last few rounds, but the pace has picked up a little bit in the ninth.
Yeah, it's hotting up a bit now.
So we've got, 3.5 rounds to decide this fight that's pretty close. Generally feels like most people have got Anthony Cacace ahead in the fight. I think you've got it a draw. I've got Cacace 2 up.
We've got an Irish bias here. I'm just Irish in name.
Oh, good shot by Cacace.
Warrington answers back though every time.
Yeah, he did. He answered straight back. You're right.
So if we're scoring it on...
Yeah, man. Josh Warrington has something left in the tank at 130, regardless of what happens from here. He's definitely been competitive in this fight, and
I'm happy to eat humble pie and all my hands up and say on this performance I couldn't have been more wrong about what Josh Warrington's got to offer at 130 and what he's got left to offer at 130. I'm happy to admit I'm more than wrong about him. Just thought I'd get it out there before I start getting slaughtered on X later on this evening.
I got slaughtered for picking Mark Chamberlain over Padley on a YouTube video.
How could you not? You had to pick Chamberlain. They brought Padley in here to lose, basically. He's just...
Yeah, it was a layup for Chamberlain to fight Dennis Baranchik, the WBO champion.
Well, Padley's just changed his life, and Chamberlain's got to change the direction.
Yeah, man. Massive credit to him.
On such a big stage, on the biggest stage, should I say? Never mind a big stage; it's the biggest stage.
Definitely. So, what have we got left? We've got 3 rounds left. Mankey Crazy asked how the Kelly fight went. So, to be honest with you, Josh Kelly won fairly convincingly on the eye. Ishmael Davis had a big final round. He hurt Kelly a little bit. He had a bad cut on his eye. The judges gave it tremendously close. There was one draw card in there, and one gave it 7-5 to Kelly. The other gave it by a point to Kelly. He had a draw round. So, he scraped through in a majority decision in the end, but it wasn't. He won the fight. Josh Kelly won the fight comfortably.
Unanimous win by 5 or 6 rounds probably.
Yeah, it didn't. The scorecards were way off for me.
Yeah, Davis didn't offer much. I gave that Cacace that round, mate, round 9.
Yeah. I gave it Cacace 2. I've got him 3 rounds up with 3 rounds to go. So Josh needs a big finish on my card.
I've got Cacace 1 up with 3 left.
The draw's in play on my card if Warrington can finish strong in the last 3 rounds.
Oh, God. We've got Eddie, Tyson, and Frank. All they're not holding hands, but they might as well be.
Yeah. Spencer Brown in the mix as well.
Where's Ben? Bless him. Have they made him sitting nosebleeds?
Yeah.
He'll have to be somebody's +1, won't he? Bless him.
He might be Conor McGregor's +1. The verdict cards come up. The Sky Sports viewers verdict card has Josh Warrington 1 point ahead.
Yeah, I don't see that, but Richie Woodall's got Cacace 3.
The cards are going to be all over the place in this fight.
Yeah.
Well, I think we already know that.
We know it's a draw. It's going to be 115, 115. Oh, sorry, 114, 114. Sorry. Richie Woodall's given Warrington 3 rounds.
Yeah. Well, what have I given him?
You've got him 3 in front.
Right, I've given him 3. Then I've got it 6-3 to Cacace. To be honest.
Yeah, you're the same. You're TNT biased. I'm
But the rounds are close, and there are swing rounds in there. Don't get me wrong.
A lot of Warrington shots are getting blocked, though. They are getting blocked. I mean, he looks good from behind. If you're sat behind, looking at his back, it looks like he's landed a lot, but he's not really caught Cacace clean. Neither of them have really been caught clean, have they?
No.
Which is silly to say they've both.
Yeah, no one's been badly stung or anything.
There's a couple of times Cacace sort of looked like it stunned him, and Warrington's just carried on ploughing forward. So he's not been caught clean unawares yet.
Yeah, Warrington's hitting a lot of elbows and stuff like that.
Yeah, back at head again. Gets a warning. About time. I think Leeds United won as well today, just to rub it in.
Oh, good uppercut, sneaky uppercut on the inside by Cacace. Right, 10 seconds to go in round number 10. It's a good finish by Warrington, good little flurry. I think that might be enough for him to take round 10 on my card. 6-4. 6-4 to Cacace on my card. They have a bit of a word with each other in the middle of the ring. Afterwards, not quite sure what that was about, but Tyson Fury and Eddie Hearn, the best of friends, having a great laugh with each other ringside. Who would have thought it?
I know. Some of the stuff that Tyson said.
It's almost like it's pantomime. And Frank's there. You know, they're all suited and booted. Everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Uncle Turkey.
For me, Josh Warrington needs the last 2 rounds to get a draw. What about what's your card?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've got it 6-4 to Cacace.
Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gave Warrington the 1st, the 2nd, the 7th, and the 10th. So 6-4.
Thanks very much for joining us. We've got Joshua Dubois on the zone. Yeah, if Josh Warrington can finish strong here, he gets a draw on my card. If he can win rounds 11 and rounds 12, let's see how it goes. If Cacace can win this round and stay on his feet in the 12th, I've got him winning the fight.
Yeah, if Josh Warrington has a Teddy Atlas there in the crowd.
Sneaky left to the body there by Anto Cacace. Just a little sneaky one.
What's your clock on? Just to check.
2:19. Tell you what, the fighters keep slipping in the middle of the ring.
I think it's the advertising.
It is. It's the Riyadh season advertising thing. But yeah, you know, I'd like to have seen Anto test Josh's chin a bit more. There'd definitely be some fragility there. You know,
he's
from what's happened with Lee Wood and Lara and so on.
Not getting anywhere near it at the minute, is he?
Yeah, some good shots there by Cacace, though. That was a flashy combination.
I think the worst ring at apron I've seen is Troy Williamson fought Ted Cheeseman, and it was like an ice.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was horrendous. They both kept slipping on that. It was awful.
Under a minute and a half. Then again, Warrington slips on the ring advertisement. That's going to be interesting as the fight goes on. The night goes on, sorry, should I say?
Yeah, big heavyweights on it, middleweights.
You know, it can cost somebody a fight in the end.
Thought I saw a little dip from Warrington then when he took that uppercut. But
yeah, I know what you mean. His chin's holding up though, actually. But then again, like you say, he hasn't really been fully cracked, I don't think, just yet.
No. I want to see it. Anto's boxing on the back foot at the moment. Trying to box it.
Josh having to go there on the inside again, but these rounds are incredibly hard to score. They really are.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
Incredibly hard to score.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Last 25 seconds of the penultimate round. Good shots by Cacace, but nothing major. Turkey looks very bored. Good shot by Josh as the round's coming to an end.
I still have the round for Cacace, mate.
I think that's a Cacace round myself. I do. Yeah, I just edged it to Cacace. So I've got him. I've got Anthony Cacace.
Can't lose the fight for me now.
7-4 up through 11. I've got Anthony Cacace, but again, the cards are going to be all over the place.
Warrington needs a stoppage for me to get the victory. I think he would need a 10-7 to just lose by a point, as far as I'm concerned. But you know, some of those rounds were very close, and I'll say the word again. It's very subjective to what you see as scoring punches. I'll be interested to see what the actual 3 men or women that get paid to score it. I'm interested to see what their scorecards are, because we've had a couple of interesting scorecards, to say the least, this evening.
Yeah, I have no idea, Mankey, how to do that. How do I do that?
I can't see comments. They're not coming up unless you put them off.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it now, Mankey. Thanks for that, mate.
How come
Apologies.
I can't see?
You, if you want to do it, mate, you click on chat and you can see the comments coming in on you. Anyway, final round of Anthony Cacace and Josh Warrington, IBO Super Featherweight Championship on the line. Myself and Jay's Fight Talk, I think we have slightly different versions of Anthony Cacace winning the fight, but we both have Cacace up.
I think we've both got him the same up by the same amount of points, but different rounds.
Just giving it different rounds. Well, there you go. The Sky's viewers' verdict have it 106-106. They've got 2 10-10 rounds, which I can't stand 10-10 rounds. But anyway, it's all to play for this. Although we have Cacace ahead, there's definitely all to play for in this final round.
There's a narrative that Warrington's closer than we've got it. Richie Woodall's got it. I think that was 7-3, was it?
Oh, we're going for it. Sorry to cut you off, mate. Did you see Cacace pointing at the advertising then when he nearly slipped again?
Yeah. I thought he was doing a Max Holloway for a second, man.
Yeah.
Saying, watch your step.
No, they're having a real go then, but Cacace again pointing down at these advertisements on the ring saying it's slippy, so that's not really a good omen for later on in the evening.
Especially if it rains. I know it's covered over the ring, but it'll blow in water from sides.
Yeah, it's not good though, because it's putting the fighters off for a start.
Oh, Antor slipped badly then on that General Entertainment Authority.
Oh, good sneaky uppercut by Cacace.
If you notice,
Riyadh season.
Forward.
Huh?
They're both looking down before they step forward. They're wary about
they're wary, aren't they? You know, it was a good fight. We're a minute left in the final round here, but it hasn't quite caught fire like I thought it would, if for being hypercritical, maybe. No, he slipped. Warrington, he touched down, but Cacace punched him as he was kind of tripping, so and he wasn't hurt or anything, so no knockdown ruled. Last 30-ish seconds of this fight, Warrington biting down on the gum shield, throwing again from the inside. Cacace ties up. Oh, they're going to have a crack for the last 30 seconds.
Come on, boys. Bit of razzle-dazzle. See if you can wake Turkey up.
Go counter left by Josh Warrington. For me, he takes the final round as it's coming to a close. I've scored the fight 115-113 to Anthony Cacace. The fight's just about come to an end now as both men hug each other in the ring. Didn't quite catch fire, Jay, but a solid fight. I've scored it 7-5 to Cacace.
I've got it 8-4 Cacace. So I gave Cacace rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6. I gave him 8, 9, 11, and 12.
Okay.
So we've got a round.
Yeah.
Differ on, I think.
Yeah, I gave Warrington the final round, I think, for a 7-5. But, do not be surprised here if Josh Warrington gets the decision. Do not be surprised.
I think it'll be a draw, mate.
Yeah.
It's got draw written all over it.
Hang on. They're having a little push after the fight, are they? Cacace's moaning at something. Calling him a bit dirty or something. Our co-host to No Punches Pulled, Liam Tully, is in the stadium, and he's saying "and the new?" So Liam Tully inside representing No Punches Pulled at Wembley tonight thinks there may be an upset victory for Josh Warrington potentially.
I'm just talking to my son. 8-4 Cacace, but think draw. I think they're going to get a draw, me.
Thanks very much to everyone who's tuned in. 165 so far for the first fight. Thank you very much.
Great fight. I mean, it wasn't the fight. It wasn't the fight we anticipated or expected or said we were going to have. But I can't say I'm disappointed. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more from them both, but I think that just shows how good they both prepared and how good they boxed and defended.
Yeah, Josh was right up for it, wasn't he? Josh knew his career was on the line tonight.
Josh Warrington has proved that he is still a world-class fighter. And Anthony Cacace has just proved that he deserves to be the champion.
Yeah,
man. So it was a great fight. I'd watch that again. I'd watch, if it ends now with some controversy.
Well, I wonder what will happen if it is a draw. Because Sugar Nunes has got to get the next shot regardless. He stepped aside for this fight. So, Sugar's next in line. But if you do a draw here, Cacace will maintain his IBF belt, I would imagine, even though he loses it if Warrington wins, who doesn't win it. So what happens then? If Warrington wins, will he fight Sugar Nunes for a vacant belt?
God, I hope not. But yeah, in theory, yeah. Unless they can negotiate some step aside and let these two do it again for the.
No, I don't think Nunes will step aside for a second time.
No, I don't, but
I think Cacace might go up to lightweight if he loses this. I think he's struggling at 130 to make it.
Struggling to get his gloves off at the minute.
Yeah. Anyway, obviously no volume for us, but we'll soon see the official decision. We've got a split screen, so we're about to find out who's won this fight. Obviously, let us know in the comments, guys. We've got 9 of you with us currently.
Don't look very confident, Cacace, does he?
No, he's laughing a little bit. Is he playing it off a little bit? The draw's definitely an option here.
There's maybe Jamie and Josh Warrington's corner.
Cacace's laughing. Warrington's on edge. So This is interesting. Cacace's team think they've got it. Oh, Cacace gets it. Cacace wins.
Yeah, well, I had that decision myself.
Obviously we don't know the Maxie Hughes giving Cacace a hug. We don't know the official cards, but Warrington moves to 1 win in his last 6.
Yeah, but we can't say that. I'm not playing into that narrative. He's proved a lot of people wrong there tonight. I know he's won 1 fight in his last 6, but that wasn't by any way a disgrace. I expected him to get blasted out of there. I think, let me just check my scores, what I have. My prediction. I had Cacace round 6. You called it. You had Cacace points. You got your 10 points there, mate.
Yeah, no, I think I called Cacace in 6. Oh, okay. Listen to the cards.
Yeah, you did. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah.
Listen to the cards. 118, 110, and 117, 111 times 2. So 8 rounds. So 10-2 from one judge, and 9-3 from 2 judges.
Yeah, a bit much that. I mean, I thought my 8-4 were wide. Didn't you have 7-5?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So no, sorry, I retract those 10 points and give them to me, mate. I got that.
Yeah, I had Kelly UD, didn't I, in the last one?
You did.
Anyway, let's look ahead to
tomorrow.
Let's look ahead to Joshua Buatsi against Willie Hutchison, which is coming next. This should be an absolutely cracking fight. There's not been any knockdowns, there's not been any knockouts in the first 3 fights. We're actually halfway through Riyadh season Wembley edition. Let's be honest, it hasn't lived up to the billing just as of yet, but 3 huge fights coming out. I think we'll start seeing some KOs. I predict a KO in all 3 of the next 3 fights.
Yeah, you have.
So hence 3 decisions are incoming for the 12 people that are watching us now. I do apologise.
Where are we now? Hutchinson, Buatsi, aren't we?
Does Willie Hutchison have a chance in this fight?
I mean, he's got a chance, yeah. I don't give him much of a chance, but I believe he has. Is he as good? I mean, wasn't he with the Ingalls originally? Am I wrong there?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No. He's got that awkward herky-jerky style, hasn't he? And he throws his jab. He's very much like an Adam Booth fighter. You know, he throws his jab from the hip, like Ryan Burnett type.
Yeah, definitely. He's elusive. Willie's got kind of an awkward, not awkward style. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. It's not conventional.
He's not.
Buatsi's more conventional, isn't he?
I just want to see some spite from JB in this fight, mate. I want to see a spiteful version of Joshua Buatsi.
Yeah, John, I'm recording.
Let us know, guys, in the chat who you think is going to win this next fight. Maggie, I see what you mean about Hutchison looking drained. I thought Buatsi looked a bit tight as well. I think they both look tight, if I'm being honest with you. But Willie Hutchison's not long removed from moving up from super middleweight, so he shouldn't be too drained at 175. But I know what you mean. I thought Buatsi didn't look too sharp on the scales yesterday either, if I'm being honest. But this is a big night for Joshua Buatsi. He needs to go out and perform tonight. You know, the last 2 or 3 years have been a bit rough for him. Yes, granted, he's won his fights, but he hasn't lived up to the big billing that he's had off the back of his Olympic bronze medal. So many people so high on Joshua Buatsi. He left Eddie in DAZN to move to boxer, and it's he is a light heavyweight, man. I was just saying that he moved up from 168 pounds, so he got stopped by Lennox Clark a few years ago. At super middleweight, and then he moved up to 175 after he got stopped by Lennox Clark because he was dead at super middle. And he's obviously undefeated since he's moved up. He's only lost the 1 fight to Lennox Clark. So, for me, this fight, it's all in Buatsi's hands. If Buatsi does Buatsi, I think Willie Hutchison's really going to struggle. I think a lot of people are drinking the Kool-Aid from a performance against Craig Richards, who wasn't on it in June when they fought. But Willie Hutchison fought a good fight, and maybe Craig Richards wasn't on it because Willie Hutchison didn't perform himself. Craig Richards didn't perform himself. But yeah, I think ball's in Buatsi's court here, Jay.
Yeah, it's his fight to lose, I believe. He's boxed at a high level. There's a lot more expected of him. Just seeing Josh Warrington dejected, going back to the change rooms. But for me, did himself proud. Them scorecards are a joke. They weren't that wide. It wasn't that wide. He could have got that by a round. It could have been a draw. I hope he gets another big fight. We forgot to mention that Anthony Cacace is the new IBO super featherweight champion of the world. So he's now the unified.
No. He had that belt.
Oh, sorry.
He already had it.
Yeah, so ignore that. He's still the unified super featherweight champion.
No, I think Craig Richards is with Shane McGuigan, Mankey. I'm sure Shane McGuigan trains him. I don't know if he used to train at the Sims gym or what. Maybe Richards. He did. Yeah.
I thought he was with.
He's been with Shane McGuigan for his last few fights, definitely.
I thought he was with, what's his name before that? Is it Barry Smith?
Not sure. McGuigan's definitely cornered him for his last few fights. So
Willie Hutchinson, is 5 years younger, an inch shorter, and he got an inch and a half less reach, which I'm surprised.
I heard Buatsi was annoyed that he had to walk first. He's cut the hair and the beard, like Liam said.
He always does that, don't he?
Was Padley playing spoiler holding? I don't know. To be honest with you, you can't knock his tactics. He won as a 11-1 dog in there against Mark Chamberlain tonight. The pacing's fantastic, by the way, because they're up against the clock at Wembley. So they're just throwing fights after fights. You know, Warrington Cacace finished about 5 minutes ago, and Joshua Buatsi nearly in the ring. I love that.
They're not messing around, are they? Which is great.
Mate, I love it.
For the likes of us, it keeps it going.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, Joshua and Dubois are going to be ring walking in just over 2 hours. So, you know, if these fights both go 12 rounds, you know, you're kind of on the clock, essentially.
Yeah.
You are on the clock.
As Liam said, they don't get any preferential treatment in terms of planning and licensing and stuff. So I believe that they've got to be exiting the venue for 11 p.m. hence the or midnight. But either way, we're not going to get a 1 a.m. ring walk for AJ and Dubois. It's going to be sort of 9:45 to 10:15 within that 30-minute window.
So let us know your thoughts and predictions, guys, in the chat. Who do you think's gonna pick this one up? Buatsi, or can Willie Hutchison cause an upset? And to be honest with you, are we going to see a knockout for the first time? Are we going to see the first knockout of Riyadh season Wembley edition?
I hope so, mate, because we could do with one, to be fair. I know it's not been a poor night of fights, but I'd like to see. I don't mean I'd like to see.
Yeah, so the concert will be on after the chief support, Mankey. So you've got this fight, then you have Denny against Shiraz after this, and then it'll be the concert. We'll break off this stream, and we're going to come back for the Joshua versus Dubois live stream on a separate link that'll start on the ring walk to the main event.
Willie Hutchison looks like he works on the motorway. He's certainly not going to go missing with that jacket on. I hope his shorts aren't that luminous. Awful. Looks zoned in, ready.
Josh Warrington took off his gloves and left them on the ring canvas.
Oh, I hope not. In terms of a retirement, I hope not, Josh. You proved a lot of people.
I thought he had something to offer
there.
What,
though? He might be at the stage in his career and in his life. He's got a few quid.
Oh, he's got plenty of money.
Got plenty of money. He's probably thought, you know, if it's world titles or bust, if I'm not getting world title fights, if I can't box for world titles, I don't want to fight. He probably hasn't got the patience and the time to have.
Must be frustrating when you're doing all them camps and you're not getting the results.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, like Carl Frampton said, Cacace's one win away from being a millionaire now.
Which is the aim. Prize fighters, aren't they? You fight for the best prize. Thomas Schreiber now. Just get some tissue, mate.
3 months not enough for Hutchison to develop cardio. He did gas definitely in the Craig Richards fight. There's no doubt about that in my mind. So JB's not going to let him have that for sure. Warrington needs to retire as Brent. Yeah, he's definitely slurred a little bit, but I think he's always been like that, to be honest with you. We've got Austin who's joined us. Good evening, Austin. Thanks for joining us, my friend.
Austin. Thanks for joining us. Warrington's never been the sharpest tool in the box. I think he's a bit Justin Gaethje. It's just the way he talks. I don't think it's CTE or anything. I'm not calling for him to retire. We don't know yet, Austin. I mean, are you talking about any fight in particular?
Probably talking about Joshua and Dubois, I would say.
Right. No, a couple of hours off there, brother. A couple of hours off.
Buatsi and Hutchison then in the ring for the arguably the biggest grudge match, at least anyway, I would suggest, on the card.
Yeah, I don't really know where it's come from, to be honest. I don't think Joshua Buatsi was, had any sort of disdain towards Willie Hutchison until Willie Hutchison started being a bit of a dick at the face-off. And once he saw that he pushed a button, he didn't back off. Yes, DJ Pat.
Big up, DJ Pat. Hope you're well all the way in Sweden. Did Josh laid his gloves out in the middle of the ring, just definitely. So could indicate a retirement. Good evening yourself, Pat. Hope you're well and enjoying the fights, my man. Great night so far. Hopefully we see some knockouts. Don Charles will be there. Yeah, definitely. He stayed away from fight week.
But got some legs and he's good to go. But I never saw Josh wanting to lay his gloves down. And as the saying goes, if Jay's Fight Talk don't see it, it didn't happen.
I tell you what, both men staring each other down in the middle of the ring before we start here. Right, come on, Jason Michael. Let's see some knockout action here.
I prefer Buatsi like a caveman with his beard and his afro. I don't like him all clean shaven.
No, he looks like a different man that weighed in yesterday. But yeah, I'm liking this. Right, there's a good bit of needle in the middle of the ring. I tell you what, one thing about Willie Hutchison, he backs it up, man. He does talk a bit, but he's about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, what? He's not there to. No, he didn't.
Joshua three pounds heavier than Dubois yesterday at the weigh-in. Oh no, Dubois might have been heavier from his last fight. Crazy Castle, thanks for joining us. Main event. What time is it now? About an hour and a half away. About 90 minutes from main event ring walks. There's another fight. We've just kicked off Willie Hutchison and Joshua Buatsi.
Buatsi looks dialed in.
Yeah.
Buatsi looks dialed in. Let's go.
First round underway, 2.5 minutes to 2.5 minutes in. Sorry, what my clock's at 2:24, should I say? Yeah, good evening, Crazy Castle. Big up. Yes, wow, so early. Yeah, we're just, to be honest with you, it's a great undercard, though, so stick with us. There's some good shots by Willie Hutchison early, Jay.
Oh, God, I can't see it. I'm behind you. Should catch up in a second, but...
Oh, they weren't major.
But... start slow, though, don't they? He never steams out the blocks.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb. There's going to be a knockout in this fight.
I think I picked a stoppage for Buatsi.
Yeah. Where's Ben Shalom? Has Ben Shalom been that crowd yet?
Can't see him yet. Buatsi
it must be on the other side of the ring in enemy territory.
Probably up in nosebleeds. They won't give him a pass. And don't forget, security won't know who he is, will they?
Well, Eddie Hearn said they're still looking for his arsehole at the Guildhall. Anyway, Buatsi and Hutchison. Let us know how you score in the fight, guys, if you've got eyes on the action. If not, we'll try and paint the picture for you. Some good shots in the middle by Joshua Buatsi in the orthodox stance, trying to hold the center of the ring. Oh, Willie loading up. Josh has got good high guard.
Willie's shorts are high, don't you think?
Yeah, they are a little bit, actually. Joshua Buatsi is so lean, isn't he?
Yeah. Deceptively fast as well for a light heavyweight.
Yeah. I want to see something from Buatsi tonight, mate. I want to see it.
Statement time, brother. Statement time. We've had enough of flattering to deceive now and just getting over the line. You're meant to be this world-class fighter. I called you elite last night and got shot down by my co-host. So, don't be making me look stupid, Joshua.
Yeah, well, Jay's Fight Talk will be having the last laugh. If
I do like that counter left from Willie Hutchison. Imagine.
Yeah, it's been an interesting first round. Buatsi's got him on the ropes now, but it's been an interesting first round.
I wouldn't want to be sat behind Turkey swishing that bloody head thing about his headwear.
Willie caught him a one after the bell there. I don't know if the bell rang or what, but
Buatsi slipped as well on Riyadh season.
Yeah, there's definitely something off with those advertisements. Roberto Duran getting an interview.
Do you know, I stood next to him for 45 minutes, and as soon as I realised it were him and asked for a photograph, security whisked him out.
Oh, you're joking.
His mate still kills me for that. Because I kept saying to my friend, who's that old guy over there? Because it said 5 times world champ on his hat. I said, who's that silly old twat think he is? I'm staring at him, and then it just clicked. Oh, shit. Yeah, whisked him out. I gave that to Buatsi, me. What about you?
Yeah, Buatsi for me, in a competitive first round. Let us know how you're scoring it, guys. Those that are with us in the chat, round 2's underway in this one. Already over 300 joined us so far, which is fantastic. Really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
It's early, but unfortunately, Wembley Stadium, they're not allowed to leave because the infrastructure and the travel, public transport. I think the event has to be vacant. The arena has to be vacant by 12, I think. Liam,
yeah, it's due to local
noise
authorities. Good start to round 2 by Willie Hutchison. Again, similar to the first round. Willie capitalise on it this time, or will Buatsi come back into it? Nothing of note, but definitely letting Buatsi know he's there. Oh, good right hand by Buatsi. I'd like to see Buatsi sit down just a little bit more on his shots. Maybe he will as the fight goes on, but we need to see some good action here in this fight. We need to just pick up the pace a little bit. It's all been very decision heavy, and we need a viral moment.
Yeah, we do. Someone's just posted a picture of Warrington laying his gloves down, and apparently he's made a statement already on his socials. I can't see anything.
Of his retirement?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he had that in his head going in if I lose. The cards were wide against him, in fairness. 9-3 and 9-3 times 2 and 10-2. I think they're a little bit wide.
I think, like I say, I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd have given it a draw. I don't believe Warrington did enough to edge it. But again, it could have done. He was in that fight. There's no shame in that loss for me. None at all. But, does he want to still be taking the punishment at world level if it's not for world titles? Probably not.
When you've got all that money as well.
And he's going out, at the top level, really. He's no disgrace. He didn't get flatlined, did he? So, which I expected him to.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he showed a lot. 10 seconds to go in round 2. Not a great deal.
No.
It's a tough round to score that on. I'm going to give it to the Hutch train that round.
I've gone the opposite way. I've given it to Buatsi. I think the last minute of the round, he sort of stepped it up. But
tough round score, I think, again.
Yeah, I see why you've given it Hutchinson, though. I see that. I just think Buatsi's got at this stage, the cleaner work.
Yeah. Let us know how you're scoring it, guys. Obviously, in the comments, we'll bring them up as we build up towards the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World, happening in around about an hour and a half's time. The first bell should be gone in the next hour and a half. Sorry, 2.5 hours, I should say, not hour and a half. We're going to have the Oasis concert. It's going to be around about 10 p.m. where the first bell occurs of Joshua and Dubois. So you have this fight, Tyler Denny versus Hamza Shiraz, coming right up next. EBU middleweight championship on the line. Winner will fight Carlos Adames, likely for the WBC middleweight championship. So big implications on that one.
Yeah, I mean, every fight's got something, hasn't it? every fight, other than sort of Padley and Chamberlain, that didn't have much riding on it. There was implications at every level, career implications. Like Warrington's retired, Cacace's moving on with his world title. Josh Kelly now is I don't know what he's going to do after that fight. But yeah.
Crazy Castle sees Dubois quitting tonight with the power of AJ's jab. Let's see. I think Dubois might have built up a little bit more strength than that personally, but
no disrespect, Crazy Castle, but I'm not getting into that quit nonsense with Dubois. I don't believe he's a quitter. I don't believe he's got an issue with his confidence. Well, we'll see tonight. I mean, he's not looked like he's scared of AJ at all, has he? In fact, he's been the opposite to that. He sort of put it on him when he didn't really need to. I don't see him quitting. I don't see it.
We want to hope so. Yeah, I want to see some more action here, man. This is the biggest card of the year in the UK and one of the biggest cards of the year worldwide. It's going to do monumental numbers. It's a huge opportunity for a lot of these fighters. Let's see some more action.
Yeah.
Let's see some viral moments.
Sam Jones is saying it. He saw a totally different fight. Warrington got robbed. I won't go there.
It wasn't a robbery. We can park that one up, Sam Jones. 1 minute 11 to go in round number 3. Buatsi controlling it for me with his jab in this round, but again, nothing really happening, is there?
No.
Yeah, to be fair, Dubois handled that quite well when they brought up the sparring at the press conference because he wasn't interested in bragging about it. But AJ said that he caught him with a shot in sparring and Dubois wasn't really interested. Dubois was like, it's just sparring. Doesn't bother me. So I thought Dubois handled that really well. But it's clear, it's obvious Dubois buzzed him in sparring, but who cares? That's...
Sparring, isn't it? They're there to train and learn.
If Dubois hits anybody, he's going to buzz him. If AJ hits anybody, he's going to buzz him. It is what it is.
I've given you examples where I've sat and watched tens, maybe hundreds of rounds of sparring. It's been the same result, and then when those two kids have boxed, the one that lost every time sparring,
you can get complacent or get shot by Willie Hutchison. 10 seconds to go, but Buatsi comes back. Bit more action. Sorry, Jay, to cut you up before the end of the third.
I think the third is a Hutchinson round for me.
It was a closer round, I think, that one.
Yeah.
It's tough to score. Yeah, I think I edge it to Buatsi. I've got Buatsi 2-1 up through 3. I sound like a first-time watcher of the sport here tonight, but I just need to see something. I need to see some drama. This card's been built up so much.
Yeah, I've got same scores, different round, brother. But Buatsi 2-1 up at the minute.
Yeah, the card's been built up so much. Come on, I want to see some spite out of Joshua Buatsi.
I want to see someone get cracked. We haven't seen anyone get smacked on whiskers yet.
Yeah, no one's really been. Never mind a knockdown. No one's really been buzzed really or anything.
Meant to be a boxing event.
Well, I'm trying to think. Josh Kelly was slightly wobbled, in the last round, but again, it was nothing major, was it? You didn't ever think that he was going to get stopped or anything. Oh, good job by Buatsi. Just kick off the 4th round.
I'm still a way behind. I think
Turkey's more playing up to the crowd than watching the fights by the looks of it.
Sausage, didn't I? See if I can get
Hutchison turns his back. Yeah, it's just a bit of one of them fights at the moment, isn't it? Both of these guys can punch as well.
Great jab again. Buatsi jab's really close.
Yeah. Buatsi's starting to come out on top a little bit here.
Couple of jabs, slipped under and caught him with the right hand.
I don't think Hutchison faded down the stretch against Craig Richards, but I don't think he'll fade at this pace. I don't think it's being fought at a high enough pace right now.
Buatsi's caught him with a couple of clean right hands. I'm only at 2 minutes, so I'm a little behind you. I didn't hear any reaction from yourself, but seen a couple of crisp right hands there from Buatsi. Hutchinson's now clinching. They've been difficult fights for us to do play-by-play on because there's not been much action.
Yeah, really. And, you know, when you're watching with the commentary, you get swayed by the commentators as well. So you're going off your own eyes. When it's a good uppercut by Willie Hutchison on the inside, but again, you know, it just seems to be a lot of the fights so far have been safety first approaches.
Yeah,
you know, people. Let's see some risk.
Yeah, someone's got to take some at the minute.
Something's going to happen at some point, but at this rate, it's going to happen in the Joshua Dubois fight.
I'm gutted. I bought a new microphone just specially for the occasion.
I know we've been lauded with decisions. But anyway, Willie Hutchison just missed. He pulled back and threw the uppercut. Just missed. It would have been a nicely timed counter, but Buatsi was just about aware to it, I think.
Defense is on point for Buatsi. No, my microphone, so when the boxing's finished, I'm going to stay on and do an hour of ASMR for the housewives. Liam's mum's going to tune in later on.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Buzzing for him. He really thought he was going to a show tonight, didn't he? He was devastated.
I know. I've got it 3-1 to Buatsi. 3-4.
But again, like the last fight, very close, subjective. It could be going the other way. I'd be interested to see the Sky Sports and TNT scorecards, just to see who's scoring at Sky. It's Richie Woodall for...
Yeah, no doubt Sky have got Hutchison 4-0 up and TNT have got Hutchison 4-0 up and Sky have got Buatsi 4-0 up.
Yeah, definitely.
Sky have got Buatsi 6-0 up through 4.
Yeah. It wins 15 rounds to 0 at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to use the word disappointed so far, but I'm sort of underwhelmed by the night's fight so far. It's
I know.
It's a very, very safety first approach.
Liam's got Buatsi comfortably up, and Liam's at Wembley. He's got Buatsi comfortably ahead.
Yeah, I put my glasses on, hoping that the rose tinted and the fights will get better.
Now we need something.
Liam said the atmosphere is starting to build up there in the arena.
Yeah, Buatsi pinning Hutchison on the ropes at the start of the 5th. This is kind of Buatsi's fight, though. To be honest with you, like if it carries on like this, Hutchison needs to change the game plan. He needs to go to Plan B or something.
Yeah.
Because Plan A is not quite working just yet. Buatsi's a better boxer than him. It's that simple, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, plenty of time left. Still over half of the fight to go. Will Willie Hutchison be able to...
You having some construction work done at yours, Paul?
Yeah, someone's drilling. Apologies for the... don't know who it is. Who's drilling at 7:30 on Saturday night, but
he's having
it's a bit of a weird one. Apologies about that.
No, it's not. You can barely hear it, mate. Hutchinson's starting to get really sort of smooth. Seems to have found his rhythm. His hands. I mean, I know he boxes low, but he seems to be getting his confidence now. And
Matt Warren and Fury bellowing instructions out to him.
Yeah, Fury's a friend, isn't he? I think. I don't know if they're related. He's definitely a mate. He was backstage with him. Changes. Ben Shalom. There he is.
Ben there.
He's sat, I think,
He's definitely over the other side of the ring to those guys, isn't he?
He's sat.
Conor McGregor's seats by turkeys. I saw it earlier.
He's sat, the corner behind him now, the guy with the Saudi headdress on, 2 on Turkey. If you look to his 2 on.
I see him, yeah. And he's got like a mahogany suit on, hasn't he? Oh, someone's just arrived anyway. There's a big commotion outside of the ring.
Hutchinson's found something here, but Josh Buatsi's just answered him straight back.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that is Ben Shalom,
Yeah, it is Ben Shalom. He's got him right at the corner of the ring apron. Apologies about the background noise for myself, anybody, by the way. But 96,000 they're going to be at Wembley, Mankey, this evening. There won't be that many there right now, but by the time Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois ring walk, there'll be 96,000 people, which is a record attendance crowd.
Someone's on the way in, the security are coming in now. I gave that round to Hutchinson. What about you?
No, I gave it to Buatsi. I've got Buatsi. How many rounds is it in now? 5? 5 or 6?
6. Well, 6 rounds in.
6 rounds in. I got it 5-1 to Buatsi so far. I think Hutchison needs to.
Sorry, no, we're 5. Are we 5 rounds in? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the 6th.
Sorry, this is the 6th. I've got it 4-1 to Buatsi then. I've got.
Mankey crazy. It'd be 96,000. I don't know if you know Carl Froch boxed in 80,000.
Yeah, and me at 80,000 for Carl Froch, who's probably watching tonight. Not very happy. Bless the Cobra.
He'll let you know that he's boxed in front of 80 if you ever watch any of his videos.
Yeah. He does follow us both on X, though, so we do love the Cobra.
Cobra's the man. He'll be on No Punches Pulled next year.
Yeah. Hutchison, what kind of running away weirdly there? Did you see that? Big up the No Punches
back a couple of times.
So the Sky verdict card, mate, they've got it 4-1 to Buatsi, same card as me. But different round given to Hutchison.
Right.
Let us know how you score in the fight, guys, in the comments. It'd be good to get your views on it as well as ours.
Hutchinson needs to stop turning his back. He'll get a point taken off.
You got it 3-2 to Buatsi, Jay, through 5.
Say again, sorry.
You got it 3-2 to Buatsi through 5.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I gave Willie Hutchinson the 1st and the 5th.
Yeah, just a reminder to everybody, we've got a decent crowd with us right now. We'll be breaking for the Liam Gallagher concert. We won't be sitting through that. We'll move streams for the main event. We'll do some post-fight roundup at the end, obviously, and then we'll also be back tomorrow for once we've slept on it to deliver another show with a bit of a review, and obviously No Punches Pulled will be back midweek, where we'll delve into that plus much more.
Oh yes, cannot wait, because tonight's going to give us some kind of drama. There'll be some kind of drama tonight.
Yeah, it's building up, isn't it? It's building up. It's not quite there yet, is it? But we're nearly 4 fights down. We're 3.5 fights down here after the end of this round, and
you know
hasn't been a knockdown.
It'll be a big anticlimax, and then Ben and Eddie will start scrapping at ringside
again.
Fight of the night.
It might need a.
I'm thinking. I'm taking Ben Shalom by Frank Warren stoppage.
I just as I read this comment from Monkey Crazy, I saw Hutchison's turn his back a couple of times now. Or is he hurt? Could be hurted. Buatsi's pouring it on him. Or Hutchison down to the body. Willie Hutchison down to the body. First knockdown of the night in round 6.
What did I say?
Oh, he's back on his feet, but he's badly hurt here, Willie Hutchison. There's only 10 seconds to go in the round. 10 seconds to go, but he looked like he was folding there. He didn't like that at all. Yeah, Buatsi staring at him. Willie Hutchison in huge trouble. Yeah, Manky Crazy. I noticed it myself. He's turned his back a couple of times. We finally got some action on the Riyadh season Wembley edition. Willie Hutchison badly in trouble in round number 6. 10-8 round for Joshua Buatsi. Hurt him to the head, nailed him to the body.
What a round, Buatsi.
Yeah, huge round for Joshua Buatsi. And that's what we want to see from him. We want to see his first stoppage in the last 3 years. You know, we want to see him put on a performance. Realistically,
exhausted.
Yeah. Hutchison, his body language looked terrible. But even before he went down for a bit, his body language wasn't good. He stung him a couple of times in that round there, Jay.
Great fight this is warming up into. Great fight.
Yeah, most definitely. This is a huge round for Willie Hutchison. He needs to try and stay in the fight. What's he going to do? Is he going to try and fight fire with fire and risk it? Because he looked badly hurt there, so he needs to change something. Buatsi's just dominating this fight.
Yeah, he's pulling away now. He's pulling away now.
Oh, it's good. Willie Hutchison, though.
I hope he don't go for broke here now and just get sparked. As much as I want to see a stoppage, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's see. Oh, he's hurt me again to the body there, Jay. He's sagged. Sorry, mate, to cut you off. He's sagged back to the ropes. He's all right this time, but he definitely hurt him to the body a little bit.
He's gone. Oh.
Buatsi's ripping that body now. He knows he's got a soft spot there.
Yeah.
This fight might not last too much longer,
1 second.
Willie Hutchison's got no snap in his punches at the minute either.
I said 7, you said 8. Buatsi.
Well, Willie throwing some shots here, but there's no snap. There's no snap. Oh, he hits Buatsi after the break. What happened there?
That's his only chance, I think.
He's got a warning there. Richards did hurt Hutchison. Yeah, he did. Oh, Willie Hutchison with a point off as well. This has become a disastrous few rounds for him. He's so far behind on the cards. He needs a knockout.
Oh.
Great jab by Buatsi. This is a good performance by Joshua Buatsi, this.
I tell you what, he's doing what we've begged him to do for a while.
Yeah, it is Ben Shalom, you're right. Yeah, I see him in the corner.
Yeah, I tell you what I want tomorrow from my No Punches Pulled podcast host. I'd like an apology for saying Buatsi wasn't elite.
Well, yeah.
We're not there yet.
To be fair, though, I did pick him to stop him in 8 rounds. So
You did.
Hutchison with the right hand.
He's still in it, mate. He's not. I know he's flagging, but he's still got power.
Buatsi had his ease down twice, didn't he? In their fight, and he never finished him.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Well, Hutchison, I've been impressed actually with his bounce back round here. He hasn't won the round and he's had a point off, but aside from that, he's actually landed a few decent shots on Buatsi.
Poor Francis Warren. He's about 10 rows back.
Yeah, we've got some good action unfolding here. Hutchison, he knows he's not going to win a decision, so he's just trying to punch a hole in Buatsi, but Buatsi's got him going again with 20 seconds to go.
Great fight. It's well.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. This is really heating up now. It's just great action. The power, the crispness, the technique. It's all with Joshua Buatsi. Oh, massive right hand at the end of the round. Huge right hand by Buatsi. Hutchison takes it, but his body language is terrible.
We've got to give Hutchinson credit for being able to take some of the punishment he's taken in this fight. This would have stopped a lot of people. That body shot after the headshot was sickening.
100%.
Sickening.
He wants to be in there. He definitely wants to be there because if he didn't, he'd have been gone a long time ago.
Another 10-8 for Buatsi for me, that.
Yeah, I think so.
Did he get the point taken off in this round? He did, didn't he?
Back-to-back 10-8s for Buatsi.
I tell you what, bar one more round, we're nearly at Hutchinson needing a knockout.
Yeah, Hutchison for me. Oh, yeah, he nailed him after the break there. That is a pointer.
Coming up to the round predicted by my good friend Mr. Walker there. Round 8.
Wow, that's a peach of a right hand. Peach of a right hand by Buatsi on the bell. Anyway, we're into round number 8.
Not bad. I'll just see what the sleeve looked like on screen with my boxing gloves. You can't really work them out.
Couldn't quite see it. Maybe we need some new cameras.
Yeah.
Good left hand by Buatsi over the top.
Buatsi's raring to go. Willie Hutchison were a little slower off his stool, but can't read much into that. So here's the round that Sam predicted that Buatsi would get the stoppage. Is he going to call it?
I think Hutchison's got a few more in him yet. Hutchison is throwing on the exchanges with Buatsi though. So, he is still dangerous. I don't know how much power he really has, but just passed through 500 people that have tuned in so far tonight. So thanks very much to everybody. Still got one more fight left after this on this stream before we break, and then we'll move to a new stream for Joshua and Dubois, plus the immediate reaction to tonight's action, which should be finishing in between 10:30 and 11 p.m. I would say. Much earlier night for us than last week when we sat through the Canelo versus Belanga card. Fresh as Sunday for the boys this week.
Oh, yes.
Well, we've got you here, guys. It's 1 minute 20 to go in round number 8. Make sure you subscribe to Jay's Fight Talk. Filmed his first news show, JFT Picks, today. Had some fun doing that for this card. Make sure you check it out and subscribe.
Yeah, my new weekly prediction show. Go head to head with one of my friends, followers, and basically predict the fight's winner and method of victory. You get 10 points for exact, 5 points for the prediction of the winner of the fight. And we're just going to keep tally of the scores. And at the end of the year, there'll be a little prize on offer. Don't know what yet, but it's more for fun.
Most definitely. Good body shot there from Joshua Buatsi again. Hutchison didn't like it. You can tell when he doesn't like it because he sags back to the ropes. Buatsi's all over him again with 30 seconds to go in round number 8. Let's see what I can do with it. Oh, the lights have gone out at Wembley.
Oh, God. Put a fiver in the meter.
Somebody put some money in the meter. It's gone. Oh, they're back on. They're back on.
God's sake, Turkey.
Oh, all that money, Riyadh season and Turkey. What has gone on? You didn't even pay the electricity bill.
Oil lamps. Fight of the night for me so far.
Oh, obviously good work by Buatsi again. Yeah.
Cacace Warrington was good, but this has had a little bit more. We've had the knockdowns.
At least we've seen a bit of action in this one. We've seen the fight hurt. We've seen something to get us a bit more excited. To be honest with you, we're just building up to the fever pitch. It's going to be Joshua and Dubois because that's just going to be edge of the seat stuff. We're going to be shouting and screaming and all the rest of it. Bud Crawford walks in looking incredibly slick. He's Conor Ben's there with Prince Nassim, Special Kell Brook, Nigel Benn as well.
Conor Benn better stay away from Crawford. He better not try that.
Yeah. Or Kendrick Lamar, as the UFC called him last week.
I tagged him in a tweet and said, why didn't you do a diss track to the UFC? Ricky Hatton there, look.
To be honest with you, I've lost count of how many rounds I got Buatsi up, but Hutchison needs a knockout regardless of what happens here. So he's won every round bar one for me, Buatsi, and he's got 2 10-8s in there.
For me, Buatsi's he's lost 2 rounds. In fact, I've given 3 rounds to Hutchison. I gave 1, 2, and 4. But with the two 10-8s, he's way back. He's way down now. I've got him 10, 40, 79.
Oh, that's good shots by Buatsi. Hutchison doesn't like it again here, Jay. Sorry to cut you off. He's all over him. Willie throwing back though. Oh, he's hurt Buatsi, has he? Buatsi staggered here. Some big flurry for Willie Hutchison. Buatsi clinches now. He's not wobbling or anything, but he landed a lot of shots there, Willie Hutchison.
Unanswered, weren't they?
Yeah. And he's coming on strong.
Buatsi's putting a lot into these, you see.
Buatsi definitely looks a little bit more uncomfortable in round 9. It's a good start, good first minute or so, that for Willie Hutchison.
That took out of Hutchinson, though. That little flurry of trying to hurt him. That could have took a lot out of him. Yeah, Willie Hutchison.
Yeah, he could be gassed a bit now. Was that a final stand for Willie Hutchison?
Well slowed down now. If Buatsi can hit him to the body, I think he'll stop him. I really do.
Was that a final stand for Willie Hutchison? That's the question.
Yeah, he's very flat-footed now, if you look. He's falling over his feet. He took a lot out of me watching it. Look, Hutchinson's got nothing left. He's absolutely spent.
Yeah, he could be gassing this. Similar to the Craig Richards fight.
Done. This fight's done, mate. I'm telling you.
Ripping the body, Buatsi now. Yeah, Hutchison's not liking this. He sagged to the ropes a bit again. Buatsi just needs to land a few crisp shots here, I think, and Hutchison can be done.
He needs to step back.
Yeah, he's got his mouth wide open, Hutchison.
Look at his feet, mate. He's dragging his feet.
I know. There's nothing in his shots now either. There's nothing in them.
Not in his legs. Buatsi needs to step back.
Yeah, give yourself some room if you're Joshua Buatsi. Look, he's just falling into the ropes, Hutchison.
I mean, props to him.
He's down again. Willie Hutchison's down. I don't think he's going to make it this time. He's running on absolute empty. He gets up. It's 15 seconds to go. His body language looks terrible. The referee's having a bit of a look here. His corner might want a little look at this, Hutchison, I think. He's going to see out the round, but...
Lucky to see it out.
Yeah, his corner are going to have a word here, I think.
I mean, yeah, do we need to say who won that round? I think we know who won that round, don't we?
This is just a complete domination now. They'll probably let him continue, I would say, but at the same time, we don't need to see too much more of this. Buatsi, just a few good flurries in this next round, and you would suggest that he will have Willie Hutchison out of there. Dropped him twice now, dominating the scorecards. It's been an impressive performance from Buatsi, this. Well, he's out for the round anyway. He's back in. Some good shots by Hutchison at the start of the round, but I think he gets a second wind at the start of the round, and then it just goes. I think that's kind of the story of the fight. They've got 10 points up for Buatsi through 9 rounds on Sky. Terence Crawford's taking his seat by Turkey. Ben Shalom's got beaming like a Cheshire cat at the side of the ring. Do we see Willie Hutchison make it out of this 10th round?
At the end of the 8th, 9th, sorry. Yeah, it's not looking good for him, but you never know. It's boxing. Stranger things have happened, don't they?
Yeah, I think Buatsi needs to rubber stamp it. He needs to get the finish. He needs to stop him to make the statement that he wants to.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, Willie Hutchison landed some good shots again now, but Buatsi's not troubled at all. Big up Mr. Jab at Boxing who's joined us. Shout out Jabs. How you scoring it, mate? This one's pretty easy. What do you think of the night so far?
jab it there, no?
Yeah, jabs is there.
Yeah, we're gonna say jabs is there.
Oh, here we go. Buatsi all over him again. Oh, he's gone for it too much and stumbled into the ropes. As I said, Buatsi needs to stop him now, put a stamp on it. He's battered Hutchison, big heart shown by Hutchison. Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. Jabs just needs to put the icing on the cake now. Does Mr. Buatsi? Let's get him out of there.
I think if Joshua Buatsi stops him, it's a 10-10 performance for me. Oh, he nearly flipping went out of the ring himself.
Yeah, he did.
But if it's everything we asked for. We asked for a performance to show your class. And everybody was bigging Willie Hutchison up after his, let's say, shock win against Craig Richards as the second coming. And here we are. Buatsi's making it look fairly easy, bar a couple of rounds at the beginning of the fight where it was fairly even. For me, he's shown his levels.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, we're coming up 20 seconds to go in round 10 here. Buatsi hasn't got too long to stop him. You know, Hutchison's not really hurt Buatsi. He's hit him with a few decent shots, but he's not really shown the power to hurt him. So, you know, Buatsi, let's just put the icing on the cake. Let's rubber stamp this performance now and let's get him out of there because Hutchison's looked ready to go numerous times.
Just target the body, forget the head. Do not throw to the head.
Yeah, he's not like it to the body at all, is he, Willie Hutchison?
Throw to the head to bring the hands up to get to the body. But stop throwing with so much venom. You're not going to one-punch KO him. It's apparent. But the body is done already. So,
yeah,
you know, give yourself some room. It's easy for me saying it. I'm talking like I could do any better. But it's just what I want to see. I want to be able to say that Buatsi's proven everybody, you know, proven to people that he is as good as they say he is.
He deserves, for the way he's fought, he deserves to go and get the stoppage. But, you know, if he wins a wide, he's going to win by ridiculous. It's going to be hilariously large, the outcome on points if it goes to points. But, you know, the statement is going out there and getting the stoppage over Willie Hutchison, especially as he had so much hype over him after the Craig Richards win.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this is for a WBO interim championship, so the winner's in line for better be Evan Bibble as Hutchison comes out swinging.
I've got
the 11th round.
I've got 8-2 up and 2 points, so he's 10-2 up pretty much for me. He's lost 2 rounds, I think. Has he? No, 1, 2. I can't even see me on. No. He's lost 1 round for me, Buatsi. Sorry, I've read my scorecard wrong. He's lost 1 round. He's lost round 5 for me.
Yeah, you know, you can. Willie's maybe won the odd round, but again, nothing. I just don't. There's no threat here from Hutchison. Like, I just don't see how he lands one punch from the gods to get Buatsi out of there or anything, but I think Buatsi,
even if he lands it, there's not enough behind it. He's obviously
the power's gone from his shots.
It would only be a mixture of exhaustion that would stop Buatsi if he got really tired and got clipped on the chin, or like he's done to Hutchison, clipped to the body, the liver maybe, and he can't recover. But
what a shot by Buatsi, but Hutchison stayed up. But at what point does Buatsi just settle in for a points win and just not do anything silly?
About end of round 9. If I'm honest, I don't think he's looking for it now.
Yeah.
The impetus is with Hutchison now. He's coming forward. He's trying to throw shots. Dennis McCann there inside.
Yeah.
Has he got his eye on super featherweight maybe? Featherweight? Nah.
See, Frank Warren in the Hutchison corner, love that little flurry there. They're still holding out some hope here.
No, surely not. For Buatsi to lose this now from here.
It'd be an absolute shocker.
Oh, that would be a disaster.
He's made it look easy so far, Buatsi.
Looks tired though. Does look tired himself. Got caught again there.
Seconds to go then in round 11 of 12.
thought. He's losing this round for me.
Are we going to get 4 consecutive decisions? At least there's been knockdowns in this one, but will Hamza Shiraz put an end to that? Will Tyler Denny put an end to that? And if they don't, geez, Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, damn right, going to put an end to it.
What if that goes points?
Imagine if you had a 6-fight card, all decisions. That would be a big letdown, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Tell you what, though, they have it in MMA, don't they? UFC.
Something happening ringside. There's a lot of commotion.
Yeah, they're all looking. Liam, let us know what's going on, brother.
Yeah. Oh, good little exchange at the end there. Last round coming up. D23 Dubois will be on. What time is it now? They will probably be a couple of rounds in 2 hours from now. So in 1 hour and 45 minutes, you'll have seen Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois ring walk around about 9:45 p.m. UK time if you're in the UK. If not, 1 hour and 45 minutes from now. Yeah, Jabbit, I had it very wide for Josh Kelly. We were discussing this not so long ago. Ridiculous cards for me in that fight. The Gypsy King and Terence Crawford chopping it up together. Tyson Fury hasn't moved all night, in fairness. He's been there from the get-go.
Yeah, he's been there from first bell.
Yeah, Wembley pretty full now. It has to be said. There are still a few empty seats, but for the most part, pretty full. So we've seen a 12th round in every fight, but if it hasn't been a 12th round, it's been a 10th round in Chamberlain versus Padley. Did Hutchison get wobbled at the start of the 12th then?
Not sure.
There's a lot of commotion going on ringside. Good shots by both men here, actually, in the 12th. Hutchison, fair play to Hutchison for making it here, to be fair. He's been hurt a few times to the body, and we know it takes him a lot longer to recuperate, and he's been gassed as well. I think he needs to work on his cardio going forward. It's 2 fights in a row that he's been, as Buatsi slips on the Riyadh season sign like Cacace was doing non-stop.
Flip sliding all night.
Looks like we're not going to get a stoppage, but you never know. Oh, great uppercut by Willie Hutchison there. D23's rooting for Dubois. Jay's been a dickhead to Dubois at the press conference. Fair enough. Both men going for it in the 12th round, Jay.
Absolutely. I'm just about it, posting on X about it. It's my fight of the night so far. It's had everything. Buatsi looks like he's fading after Hutchison has been down twice. He's been in all sorts of trouble, but he's stuck with it and won the last round, won round 11 for me. And I'm disappointed that Buatsi hasn't finished him.
Yeah,
I really am. Thought he'd because that would have been the perfect statement for me. He still made a statement, but I don't think he troubles the world champion. See how he backed off then?
Yeah,
really uncomfortable. He's knackered.
The golfing class between Bivol and Beterbiev and the rest is.
Mate, I don't think Buatsi beats Anthony Yard based on this.
Yeah, no, we need to see that fight. We definitely need to see Buatsi and Yard, man. Anthony Yard is a good fighter. A lot better than
Yard will have a lot more power left at this stage in the fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah, Buatsi Yard, please, if we can get Anthony Yard's contractual situation sorted out. Ben Shalom looks a bit nervous with 30 seconds to go, just obviously wanting Buatsi to get through it. Sure, we'll see some big celebrations from the boxer chief.
I don't think Buatsi will, though. I think he just wants to sit down. Because he's been made to work. As easy as he made it look in the middle rounds and the 7, 8, 9, he's been made to work. He's absolutely exhausted.
10 seconds away from our 4th decision out of 4.
Yeah. Willie Hutchinson's trying his out.
Final bell has been heard in Joshua Buatsi and Willie Hutchison. Fair play to Willie Hutchison for gutting it out, sticking it with it after being hurt multiple times, but comfortable win for Joshua Buatsi for me. Just give me back in 2 seconds, Jay.
Same score as Cacace Warrington. 8-4, but obviously there's another 2 points to come off. So let's have a look. 18, 27, 36. So I've got it. 1 month, 18. I don't know. My maths is horrendous, but I've got Buatsi winning it by about 6 points. What do you think in the comments there, guys? Anybody think that Buatsi beats Anthony Yard based on that performance? Because I don't. I didn't like the way that I saw him fade down the stretch. I think he's probably lucky that he got the knockdowns. Because if he hadn't got the knockdowns, the last 2 rounds, Buatsi looked, I wouldn't say troubled and in any sort of imminent danger, but he just didn't look comfortable. And I believe somebody that had a little bit more left in the tank, an Anthony Yard type, that would have a little bit more to push on with at that stage, we could have seen Buatsi in trouble. We could have seen Buatsi really, really struggling. Do you like how I felt there by myself, mate?
Yeah, love it, mate. I done that for an hour last night. But big up Jam's boxing, big up Jam's boxing chat. He really carried me through that last night. Mate, there's an art to fill in, so big up to yourself for that.
Listen, if that were 3 a.m., that'd have got me drooling and snoring on there. I wouldn't have been. If I hadn't have had anybody to interact with, I'm falling the kit. I'm gone, mate.
I'm very grateful for a normal bedtime tonight. I don't know what's the schedule like next week. Oh, we've got Michaela Meyer versus Sandy Ryan next week.
That's Friday.
That's Friday, and Terry Harper against Rhiannon Dixon on Saturday.
So we'll be normal night again, maybe 11 o'clock, half 11.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up, Jams and big up Jab at boxing as well. Two of the best in the game. Got Buatsi winning, missed last 2 rounds, sorting kids' bedtime. Yeah, same old Jabbit for the last 2 rounds, mate.
I think Buatsi lost the last 2 rounds for me. He lost them both. I didn't like what I saw from him in terms of him fading. I think anybody with a bit more left, we might have seen. I'm not saying he would have got stopped, but he'd have been clinging on for dear life against Anthony Yard. If Anthony Yard had lost the first 8 or 9, was 4 points down with 2 rounds to go, do you imagine what Anthony Yard would be doing there?
I know.
And he hits a hell of a lot harder than Willie Hutchison, mate. So,
absolutely.
To work on something there. But he's a humble guy. He'll probably say that. We're not going to hear it because we can't have the volume on for whatever reason. But, I think Buatsi he'll see. And Virgil Hunter's, he's not working with him for no. He don't work with anyone unless they've got a bit of something, do they?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So I think he'll go away and work on something and realise he's not ready for Bivol. Better be winner. Absolutely not.
Well, they're going to rematch, I think, anyway. So
how's Willie Hutchison got? Willie Hutchison's raising his hand. Has he just been given the fight by one of the judges? What's going on?
Buatsi's won it anyway, but there was some weird body language from both during the. Mankey said, "Did you see the kid Kansas getting knocked out?"
No, I'm still bemused. Why is Willie Hutchison holding his hands up? I don't get it.
Surely he didn't think he won that fight.
He lost that, on my reckoning, by 6 points.
It was a split decision.
Pardon? What?
A
split decision?
Yeah, it was. He's on about Danny Garcia's brother. I didn't know his name was Kid Kansas. Yeah, he got knocked out by a journeyman last night in the Mungia card.
All right, I didn't see it. I let Sam down. Unfortunately, I
got slept.
I got slept. Yeah, I was asleep.
What? I'm sorry, but I'm just looking at
what were the scores?
113 to 112 to Willie Hutchison. On one of the cards. Bearing in mind, Buatsi knocked him down twice and Hutchison had a point taken off. That is a disgusting scorecard.
Something needs to be done about this. There needs to be an investigation into those judges. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. What I'm saying is they need to justify how they got to the score they got to.
I'm pretty sure a new fan of boxing who doesn't even know the sport would.
Just so we can see there, right? There's my scorecard. Right, Buatsi's got 116 points on my scorecard. And I gave Willie Hutchison every single point I could give him, right? And he lost that fight by some way. He made a good account of
complete outrage on this scorecard, by the way.
At the front and the back end of that fight, Willie Hutchison gave a fantastic account of himself. But at no point in the whole 12 rounds was Joshua Buatsi in any sort of trouble. He was struggling with the cardio towards the end and was losing the punches on the amount of punches thrown. You get what I'm saying? It won't get him or battered, or there's no 10-8s in there for Hutchison. So how can you give it anywhere close? As you say, he got a point taken off and had 2 10-8 rounds. So that's a 5 point. It's a 3 extra points to Buatsi, isn't it? A 3 point differential there. I'm fuming about that, mate.
I'm trying to find what the other cards were in favour of Buatsi. Obviously 113, 112 to Hutchison was the one card, but what were the other ones?
I'm looking for them now.
Because there's been questionable cards all evening here. The Josh Kelly was,
but this is outrageous.
Oh yeah, it's not even questionable, is it? It's just terrible judging. The winners aren't being.
It's taking something off it for him. It's taking something off of the win for the eventual winner. Didn't you see Buatsi's face?
Yeah, I know, and even Hutchison's face lit up when he heard that he won one. Okay, so 113, 112 Hutchison, 117, 108 Buatsi, 115, 110. Even the 115, 110 is too close for me, but you can still, at least you've got the right winner by 5 rounds. To have Willie Hutchison winning that fight is completely outrageous. We've got O'Sheath Patrick's joining us. AJ's getting heads up tonight. Dubois looking like an Undertaker. Anyway, we've got 2 fights left on this Riyadh season Wembley card. We haven't had a stoppage victory yet. We've had 4 decisions.
That's blown my mind, brother. That last scorecard, that one.
Yeah, ridiculous. The Josh Kelly cards were bad, but at least they had the right winner.
That's blown my mind, brother. How do you get to that score? It's impossible.
I'd love to see his round by round breakdown of 113, 112. How'd you get Josh Buatsi 112 points in that fight?
He's had a 10-8 in there somewhere. There's a 10-8 in there.
He had 2 10-8s. He dropped him twice, and he had a point off.
I'm saying to give Josh Buatsi
10-8 to
12, he's got a 10-8 somewhere. That's mental.
Does he mix them up?
I don't know. It can't just finish there. That I know.
We need to hear about that card, because that is
right. We're amateurs in terms of scoring fights, right? We're just boxing fans, but we know enough about boxing to know when someone wins a round, give or take. There'll be a few where it differs between us, but we come to the same conclusion, right? By around the same points. But you might have round 2, I might have round 3. None of us gave that anywhere close. One judge only
had 48 fights.
There you go then. And I'd love to see the 48 fight scorecards.
I mean, I'd be worried if I was Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua based on the judging fight tonight, and not that it probably won't go to 12 rounds, but
I'm astounded here. I'm trying to find them.
Let's get my scorecard ready for Tyler Denny and Hamza Shiraz to come next. Sorry if we're dragging on about the negatives, but let us know your thoughts on that 113, 112 scorecard for Willie Hutchison. That is one of the bad ones. That's a worse card than Josh Taylor and Jack Cattrall for me, and it's a worse card than Hobson Conceição and Ashaki Foster.
Now, I think, right, I had it 118, 110. I think that's how I scored it.
That was what one judge had too. Well, here's Tyler Denny anyway. They're really cracking on with things here.
I'm screwing about that, man. They could have.
The judge who gave it Hutchison had 700 plus fights. Polish judge who lives in England. Howard Foster was the other judge.
So Howard Foster gave it like we did, like I did. What were your scores?
Which judge? Do you know what, mate? I stopped scoring it after a while because I just lost track. I hadn't been writing my scores down like you had, but I knew that Buatsi was streets ahead.
Absolutely. Even if he'd have got knocked down in one of them last 2 rounds, he'd have still won that fight by 3 or 4 points for me. And I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at scoring fights. I've watched them long enough. I've got.
The best thing about it, you don't even have to be good at scoring fights to get a Joshua Buatsi win from that.
Flipping crazy.
An amateur who's never watched boxing before could score that. But anyway, I've said it at the start of every fight here.
You know what's going to happen with Tyler Denny, don't you? He's going to get his head boxed off for 12 rounds and win it 115, 113. You heard it here first, boys and girls.
Yeah, Hamza Shiraz is going to drop Tyler Denny in every round. And it's going to be 120, 108 to Denny.
No,
but he's got some entourage with him, Hamza Shiraz.
He'll lose by TKO on points.
That's a huge entourage he's got with him.
Do you know what I'm going to do after this? I'm going to find out who that referee is. I want to find out who he is now. I've got the bit between my teeth. Not like that, like I'm going to go looking for him, but I'd like to know who he is and get a bit of a background and see what fights he's actually refereed and go back and see. Because he could have given some terrible decisions on some fight cards.
Yes, Bob Williams as well. Jay, look out for him. Mankey said he's judging the main event. He gave a bad card recently.
Bob Williams is
in Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, we should be talking about good performance from Buatsi, but again, the scorecard. Anyway, enough about Buatsi. Hamza Shiraz is walking. Tyler Denny's in the ring. Let's move on to this one. Jay, we're going to see your first stoppage of the night?
Yes, I think so. I hope not, because I like Denny and I love everything he stands for and I love his story. But I also really highly rate Hamza Shiraz, and I just feel that he's the real deal. And I'm not saying
Ben Shalom just sat in his own. Did you see that?
No, I missed it. I feel really sorry for Ben. I know
they're completely segregating him, man.
Yeah, they're isolating him. It's not nice. They're just doing it on purpose now. It's shit, man.
Yeah, I love Tyler Denny and I want Tyler Denny to win this fight. But Hamza's so good, man.
I think he's
he just oozes world champion, doesn't he?
He does. I was gonna say he's elite, but I don't want to get shot down because he hasn't done anything to prove it. But he has really, hasn't he? His last fight was
he hasn't fought the guys yet. Shalom sitting at the kids' table, yeah.
He fought a hot prospect in his last fight, though. Ammo Williams was meant to be,
Yeah, Ammo Williams was a big matchroom prospect at some point. Well, to be fair, in this fight, this could have been Janabek, and he turned it down. We found out earlier for over $1 million. So shame on Janabek for that. He's fighting Mikhailovic in Australia for $200,000. So Hamza clearly wanted to fight Janabek. We got Anonymous here. Hamza's starting now. In the next minute or so, Hamza Shiraz and Tyler Denny will be underway. We're around about an hour and 20 minutes away from the Joshua Dubois ring walks. This fight's going to happen, and then we're going to be breaking for a Liam Gallagher concert, and then we'll be moving stream for a main event stream to Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. Janabek turned down a mil, came out earlier. He's fighting Mikhailovic in Australia for a fifth of that for about 200 grand. Apparently, it's bizarre. Janabek should have took this fight. Hamza wins on a UD. We've got someone who thinks here. I think he stops him personally, but if anything's to go by so far, we're definitely not going to see a stoppage. Well, let's hope we do. Let's hope for a bit more. To be fair, there's good action in that.
Size difference in these two. I mean, Hamza Shiraz is massive for any weight division. You know, he's tall enough.
He could fight at 175.
Yeah, definitely. I would say he looks like a lean, light heavyweight. So I dread to think what he weighs now, fully hydrated.
Oh, God.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
Any Denny picks out there in the chat? About to be underway.
I think I picked him when we chatted on JFT Picks early this afternoon, that you can catch on my YouTube channel if you missed us, where we picked and predicted fight winner and method of victory, myself and Sam, episode 1, over on Jay's Fight Talk YouTube channel. It was fun. We'll be tallying up the points tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Hamza Shiraz getting introduced now, so we're probably 30 odd seconds away from being underway for this, the European Middleweight Championship. Hamza Shiraz ranked number 1 with the WBC.
Why is the rapper still stood there? He's about to fight. They're announcing him to box. You need to go sit down, kid. With your West Ham, bling on. Please sit down.
I thought it was Declan Rice. Anyway, right, let's see what happens here.
I think it all depends on how Hamza Shiraz starts, and I don't believe that he's one to get drawn into the pomp and ceremony and freeze, because he's built for this. He's got star written all over him, hasn't he? And I think Tyler Denny's embracing the big show. I think he's embracing it.
Jabs is ready. We're underway. He said, let's go. Can't wait for this. Got Hamza winning. I pray Denny doesn't. Proves me wrong again. Yeah, great lad. Both of them are great lads. Jabs, you're right.
Yeah,
it's going to be a shame to see somebody lose.
Not a bad thing. Just going to turn my light on.
Oh, Tyler Denny's getting a count here. Tyler Denny's down. The clock hasn't even been on, and Tyler Denny's down. Absolute disaster start. 30 seconds into the fight, Tyler Denny's on the deck.
His legs are all wobbly and stuff. I don't know what's got. It was sort of back of the ear, wasn't it? Around the back of his ear, but it's over for him if that's the matter of time. He's clipping him. It's just too quick.
Yeah, that jab is jab at boxing says the king of the jabs.
Him behind his ear, and Tyler Denny can't. There's nothing he can do. It turns your legs off. It's the nerve, and it turns your legs off. You can't stay up with you.
Hamza just hurts people with his jab, man.
No one's going to want to fight him. Absolutely no one.
King of the who needs him club.
Turkey's not even watching. Turn round, sausage. Oh, so quick.
Oh, Denny's legs are going here.
They didn't look right when he got up. They didn't look right when he stood up.
Yeah, 12 round of this.
This it isn't.
But it may not go 12.
It may not go 2 at this rate. Go on, Tyler.
My clock's up at 1:48 here, Jay.
Mine's 1:30. 1:30.
Yeah, Denny down early in the first 30 seconds of the fight.
We can't tell you because the clock hadn't even been on at that time.
Yeah, huge problem for Tyler Denny early on. Commonwealth straps on the line for this one too.
Yeah, it's a massive problem because he's got to keep his hands up now. But Hamza Shiraz is catching him behind the ear. The second he moves, his from his face. Tyler Denny's not quick enough to have a peek and get back, getting caught. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's just going to have to shell up. Look, wicked shots. Hamza Shiraz is the real bloody deal.
Yeah, he is.
There's a T-shirt for us. Hamza Shiraz, the real bloody deal.
Yeah, tough opening round for Tyler Denny, this.
Hamza Shiraz's shorts are up by his armpits, for goodness sake.
Yeah, they are high.
He's so long, though. Look how tall he is. And he crouches in his style. Don't even box upright.
Mm-hmm.
But he leaves no gaps for Denny. Denny's got he's not a lot to work with to say how big he is. His defence is really good. He leaves no space to get caught. Look. There's nowhere for Denny to throw.
Coming up on the end of the first round then.
10-8 Shiraz for me.
10-8 Hamza Shiraz. That
was an immense round.
At least we're seeing some knockdowns now. Maybe we'll see some knockouts soon.
We're building up. It's gone points, all points, but we've got wobbles, knockdowns.
Yeah. We're clutching at straws now. We're just after.
We just got to roll with it, man. In the lead up to Liam Gallagher, by the way, I will not be watching. I'll be having some food and getting ready for the main event.
What do you guys think of Dubois, AJ? I think AJ stops him late. Jay's got Dubois in 3 rounds.
Why did I say that publicly? I don't know why I said that publicly. Yeah, I've got Dubois splattering him inside 3 rounds. But the way the card's gone this evening, it'll probably go to points, and the person who shouldn't win will get at least one of the 3 scorecards. Because that's how it goes, isn't it? There's been a shitty card in every fight. I didn't see the scores for the Padley fight and Chamberlain, but there's been a shit card in every fight we've watched.
Yeah, it was a UD for Padley. I can't remember the cards, but it was comfortable. 2.5 minutes left in round number 2 then. Big first round for Hamza Shiraz, who drops Tyler Denny.
Myself and Sam are on the same time for the first time all night. I've been 30 seconds behind all night, but I think I'm with you now. 2:10.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Got Virgil. Virgil's joined us. He thinks Denny wins. I mean, tough after the start.
I said the same. I mean, Denny seems to be warming into the fight now.
Hamza's very patient, though, isn't he?
Yeah. He don't waste anything, Shiraz. There's no wasted movement. Look, all small. Look at that defence. Not a thing hit him. Look, he's got nowhere to go, Denny. He's even tried tapping him on top of the head.
Good shot by Hamza again.
He's just too sharp for Denny, bless him. Denny's not this level.
And Denny doesn't have anywhere near the punching power either.
Hamza Shiraz, it's pretty hard, doesn't it?
It's so hard.
Gone again. Tyler Denny down. Head, body, he's done.
Yeah, this is
it.
Bad news for Tyler Denny.
What a performance. What a performance, mate.
Just levels.
Made it look easy. Wow.
And we've finally seen a stoppage on the Riyadh season Wembley edition card.
I mean, Tyler Denny didn't look like his legs were there after the first knockdown. He looked like the shot round the back of the ear really hurt him. Hamza Shiraz is one of the best, not punchers I've ever seen, but the way he can find spots So he was looking for behind the ear and under the elbow, and that would drop.
Yeah, he does. He just gets them, doesn't he? Finds a little sweet spot.
He's one of the best I've ever seen from range. It's absolutely brilliant. That
he's a problem, isn't he? At 160
for anybody at the minute. For anybody, can he go to 168? Do you reckon?
Yeah, most definitely. He's going to outgrow that at some point. Denny's legs are just gone. Yeah.
I feel sorry for Tyler Denny, but
yeah, man, feel for Denny as well. But he just got outclassed. Too good. Hamza Shiraz, too good. Get this boy a world title shot, man.
Do you know what? He seems such a nice kid. I've never met the guy. I don't know anybody that knows him, but I've never read anything.
Yeah, he's humble. He's really humble.
The way he's speaking to Tyler Denny and embracing everybody in his corner, he just seems a nice guy.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Yeah, gutted for him, Jabs. Definitely myself, mate. Serious.
You know what, though, Jabs? I don't even think it's necessarily that he's got. It's his power. It's his accuracy.
Yeah, I agree with that. He has got good power, but yeah, you bang on the
accuracy. His movement, right, is so minimal. Even his defensive movement is just so minimal. He gives himself just enough room to look, but not. And when you saw that, he let Denny unload 5, 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. Not one of them touched him. Not one of them. That was punch perfect. That was absolutely punch perfect. And I'm intrigued to see what's next for him, because there's nobody at one up at his weight there.
Carlos Adames will not fancy that smoke. Even Janabek didn't fancy. Yes, Hamza stopped him in 2 rounds, dropped him twice.
There's
nobody. Denny be given a bit more of a chance, but his legs were. He was discombobulated, wasn't he?
Got hurt there. The ref did him a favour, pal. He'd have got badly hurt there.
Yeah. I'm with you.
No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
He had nothing at all for Hamza there. Absolutely nothing. We'll stick around for just a little while and just we'll keep the chat going because that fight finished quite early.
I missed these, right? My lads text me, my son, and he said, "Is Shiraz as good as people make out?" And then 1 minute later, I spoke too soon. Done. Absolutely done.
Oh God, he's nailing Denny. I'm just watching the replay. He's completely just destroying him, to be honest. Well, that's picked up the undercard a little bit. It was fairly slow from the start, but we've had 5 fights. We've just seen the 1 stoppage. Hamza Shiraz destroying Tyler Denny in 2 rounds. AJ Dubois to go.
Yeah. What have we got now? What we got an hour?
We've got probably around about an hour till the ring walks, I would say, for Anthony Joshua Dubois. If you need to shoot, mate, you shoot. I'll stick around for the chat for just a couple more minutes.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right for a few minutes, man. I meant in general, how long we got till the
the ring walks are scheduled for 9:45. So just over an hour until.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
So Hamza Shiraz is now the WBC International, the Commonwealth and EBU European middleweight champion.
Yes, we've had a question here, Jay. If AJ beats Dubois, will he fight the winner of Fury Usyk?
No, for me, no. I think Usyk will retire anyway. If Fury beats him, maybe, but I don't think they'll make that fight next. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I think it'll be someone like Caballel, McCauley. I can see McCauley getting the Joshua fight if he wins tonight. I know Fury's there. I get it.
They spoke about that, didn't they? And Billy Nelson was chatting to him again earlier, Jay, about that, about Joshua fighting in Congo.
Depends what Turkey wants to do, doesn't it, really? Yeah. If Turkey says, look, I want AJ and Fury in my back garden next summer, he'll offer enough for them not to be able to say no.
Yeah, I would suggest that all these meetings that they're talking about this week in Eddie and Frank and Turkey have been having, it must be planning the December the 21st undercard for Fury and Usyk. We haven't heard any announcements yet, so we're bang on 3 months to the day. until Fury takes on Usyk for the second time this year. But no undercard announcement yet. Are we going to get Bakoli Zhang? Are we going to get other fights? You know,
Buatsi, Yard. They could make Buatsi Yard. I don't think Buatsi would take it though.
I just think the Yard and Queensberry have their thing going on, so he won't fight on Riyadh season.
Forgot about that.
So I don't know, but yeah, we'll be hearing some news on that undercard soon. Surely, Dubois dropped Usyk. He's dangerous. Dubois dangerous in that fight.
He's dangerous, full stop. He's a world level heavyweight. They're all dangerous. You know, when you get past a certain level, you know, which I believe that AJ's proven and well established at that level, and I think Dubois over the last 2 years has proved that he is. Of that level. I myself, when he lost to Joe Joyce, I think I wrote him off as a hype job, and he's rammed that down my throat, and he's proved a lot of people wrong. So I think, he's dangerous, very dangerous. I think it's a closer fight than people give Dubois credit for. Joshua is the heavy favourite, understandably the heavy favourite. He's a former 2-time heavyweight champion, unified heavyweight champion, so he's not going to start favourite. But I think if AJ can't get rid of him in the first couple of rounds, we're in for a dogfight.
I'm just reading a tweet from our good friend Troy Williamson. You can't give Shiraz any room to let his hands go. Easier said than done, but you got to get close and make him fight. At Frank Warren, we had contracts signed twice before. Both times, both parties suffered injuries. Let's try and make it for a third time in 2025. Troy Williamson loves it, doesn't he?
160 though. This is what I said to you before. Troy's been fighting drained at 154. 160 is a different animal. Different. Watch him on October 19th. He'll stop whoever he's boxing. You know, but he's meant to anyway. About an hour and on him.
Yeah, about an hour from now, we've got Hamza Shiraz parading around the ring. We'll summarise the undercard here, Jay, before we pack up, before we come back to the main event. So what's been your highlight of the undercard so far?
Other than what's just happened there, I think Buatsi, Joshua Buatsi, sort of pulling away from Willie Hutchison, ignore the wrong card. A nearly disastrous decision. Padley getting a win as a 10 or 12 to 1 underdog, brought in as a sacrificial lamb. I've enjoyed it. I was a bit underwhelmed by some of the fights. I don't believe Ishmael Davis boxed to the best of his abilities. I think we saw flaws in Josh Kelly again. You know, he flattered to deceive, really, because Ishmael Davis was there for maybe not the stoppage, but he could have pulled away, done what Buatsi did to Willie Hutchison. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for me.
For the undercard?
Yeah. A 7 out of 10.
I think you're being kind. I do.
Yeah. I know I am.
Yeah.
When the words came out of my mouth, I thought, no, it's probably a 5 or a 6. But
I think a 5 or a 6 is more, you know, let's be fair, you know, the Chamberlain Padley fight was on 4.5 hours ago. I can barely remember what happened in that one.
I'm trying to justify, do you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to justify being so excited all week because I'm half disappointed internally.
To be honest with you though, mate, let's just have it right. We're here for the main event, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, if Josh Kelly and Liam Smith would have fought, it would have been a much funner fight.
Yeah. Liam Smith would have murdered Josh Kelly tonight. I'm just putting that out there. Liam Smith would have murdered Josh Kelly. I don't care how old he is, how far people think he's gone. He's levels above what I saw tonight from Josh Kelly. I didn't see anything that makes me think he's going to do anything at world title level. I don't. He doesn't beat any of the champions. Certainly not 160. No chance. Absolutely not. No. Yeah. I'd like to see more action, should I say. Cacace and Warrington was a very good fight. Very good fight. But none of them have had that until we got to Hamza Shiraz, who just went out there and blitzed Tyler Denny and gave him, he was a 9, 10 out of 10, wasn't he, tonight? Based on that.
I mean,
it was a round and a half.
He's kind of stole the show there, hasn't he, Hamza Shiraz, with that performance, to be honest with you. There hasn't been a knockout so far on the card up until he fights. He gets the big chief support slot because he's the guy, he's the Riyadh season ambassador. It's
just looking at Big Fraser. God, he's massive, isn't he?
He is a big guy. He makes Johnny Nelson look small.
Has Tasha Jonas got a fight scheduled?
Don't think so. She beat Michaela Meyer early in the year, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She just looks thick. I thought, wow, she can't have a fight scheduled.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Definitely.
I'm not body shaming. I didn't mean that. When I said she looked thick, I meant she looked thick. Just not in fight shape. That's what I meant. I'm not trying to body shame her at all.
But we've got a lot of the seats are still fairly empty-ish, I'd say.
It's not Ramo, is it? But
a lot of the tickets here were bought purely for Joshua and Dubois.
I think that an Oasis probably Liam Gallagher. People
and Liam Gallagher. Yeah.
You think there's any people that have bought tickets to not really be bothered about the boxing to watch Liam Gallagher? Surely not.
Yeah, or maybe the boxing's a side thing to them wanting to watch Liam Gallagher. I don't know. I doubt it, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm just thinking the Oasis tickets were that expensive. He's doing about 5 Oasis tracks, isn't he?
Yeah. There's still rumours that Noel Gallagher's going to turn up, but I don't think.
He said on TalkSport. He said he'd decline. He said on TalkSport he didn't want to do it. He wanted to save it for the.
Yeah, well, they're charging people that much money. From Anthony Joshua's arrived anyway.
Cutting it fine, really, isn't it? An hour.
Yeah, I think,
Oh, it's recorded anyway. It's pre-recorded. It's not live, that is it? It's not him walking into the arena now.
No, couldn't be.
But no, it's been all right, the undercard. Yeah, it could have had a little.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it didn't deliver to the standard of the card, did it? But it wasn't like the Riyadh season card in LA, like Bacoli stopping Anderson, and
No, but it's still been fun to watch. It's been a good watch. I'm looking forward to the main event.
Yeah, we'll come on a little bit earlier than the main event to kind of give a bit of a preview. I guess we'll set the scene a little bit
build up
for the main event. So I guess soon as the Oasis or Liam Gallagher, should I say, rather than Oasis, soon as that finishes, we will get cracking for the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois IBF Heavyweight Championship live stream on SW Fight Hub. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait to see how it unfolds. This is the difference between, it could be an average card. Could it turn an average card into a very good card? That's the $1 million question. So yeah, man, make sure everybody gets involved. This is a huge fight. Implications. You got Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk that are going to be ringside. Conor McGregor. Everybody's going to be there ringside to see what happens for this one. So yeah, cannot wait for it. Jay will be back in
about 45 minutes.
45 minutes tops. We'll be back in. But massive shout out to everybody who's tuned into the screen. We've just hit 900 views, which is fantastic for us. Massively appreciate that. That's great numbers for little old us. So if you want to sign out, Jay, and then we'll hit the road.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you over on SW Fight Hub in about 45 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Let's hope we are in for an absolute barnstormer. I think we are. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be with you in about 45 minutes on SW Fight Hub. Jay's Fight Talk, signing off.
Big up, guys.